Estamos no ar, estamos no ar. Acho que estamos, né? Estamos no ar, bem, beleza? Eu sou o Velberan, bora lá para mais um dia de Gamescom. Eu acho que é o último que vai ter apresentações, viu? Eu tô meio perdido aí com os calendários. Se tiver alguma coisa que vocês queiram aí que a gente acompanhe, manda aí pra gente, né? O evento e o horário, tá? Que eu não consegui achar uma lista, assim, um calendário com as apresentações que eles iam ter, tá? Mas a gente vai ver agora o Xbox, né, que mais uma vez vai fazer aqueles podcasts, aquelas conversas lá com os desenvolvedores de alguns jogos e mostrar, né, se der sorte, eu vou mostrar mais gameplay. Ontem a gente viu lá o gameplay do Mega Man comentado pelos desenvolvedores, foi bem legal. Mas não mostraram o Crazy Taxi que a gente queria. Só mostraram um trailer novo, né? Mas não era bem esse que a gente tava querendo. Hoje, então, na programação, os principais jogos, pelo menos pra mim, né? Os que eu mais estou interessado são Turok, Origins, o Stranger Than Heaven, ou Yakuza, que vai sair esse ano, que não é Yakuza, e Stuntman Hollywood, Flight Simulator, Tides of Annihilation. E é isso aí, hoje eu acho que vai estar bem mais fraquinho que ontem, tá? Tá bem mais fraquinho que ontem, mas vai ter algumas coisas interessantes. Daí 4 horas vai ter o GTA só na Netflix, né? E eu não assino na Netflix e nem vou assinar, só vou assinar na Netflix quando sair a próxima parte do Jojo. Quando sair Jojo, eu assino Netflix. Antes disso, sem Jojo, sem like. É assim que funciona, né? Não vou assinar a Netflix só, pagar 50 pau só pra assistir um trailer do GTA, né? Pelo amor, eu vou esperar até as 10 horas e eu assisto. Ah, não, velho. 50 reais dá pra comprar 5 cotas de MXRF11? Tá louco? Vai comprar 3 cotas de Banco do Brasil? Você acha? Dá pra fazer um lanche no Burger King? Que tá caro pra cacete, 50 reais. Você tá é louco? Entendi nada que o Júnior Cícero falou ali. Daniel Vitorino. Bom dia, Júnior. ATJSP. A Debentos. Grande Debentos. Rejames. O Daniel Vitorino firstou a live hoje. Isso aí. E aí, vocês querem ver desenho? Querem ver desenho ou não querem ver desenho? A SNK mandou mais um desenho pra gente, uma animação de 8 minutos aqui do Duck King e o Rick Strode, quer dizer, o Rick Strode, né? Bom, vamos ver qual que é da animação. Publicaram hoje e saiu recentemente, bem recentemente, uma notícia aí de que a SNK tinha tomado 125 milhões de prejuízo no último ano, né? No período fiscal de 2025. E teve bastante gente ficando preocupada, a SNK vai falir, não sei o que, né? Bom, a SNK tá sendo mantida com dinheiro de petróleo, né? Os caras têm dinheiro infinito. E, pelo visto, eles estão querendo investir mesmo na empresa e alavancar e fazer ela ter sucesso. Só que tem alguns empecilhos, né? Porque a SNK é muito amada na América Latina, principalmente, e em algumas partes da Ásia, China, principalmente. Mas outros mercados, que são os principais mercados, não tem aí pra ela. Estados Unidos, Japão, Estados Unidos. Eu posso fazer um vídeo depois falando mais sobre isso, né? Mas nos Estados Unidos, os jogos da SNK são considerados jogos de latino. E jogo de pobre. Entende? É mais ou menos esse lance. Então tem um preconceito muito grande com jogos da SNK e eles estão tentando furar isso daí, né? Com campanha de marketing, né? Eles estão patrocinando vários youtubers. Eu mesmo sou um aí dos que estão no programa, né? Pra divulgar o jogo. Fazendo propaganda em sites, YouTube, chamaram vários collabs, até collabs com seres humanos apareceram aí, né? E uma das campanhas que eles estão fazendo são justamente esses desenhos animados, né? A gente já viu alguns outros aparecendo antes, e esse do Duck King e do Rick Strode é um bem grande, tá dizendo aqui que tem 8 minutos, né? Então vamos dar uma olhada. Não começou ainda o evento, falta 10 minutos, dá o tempo certinho pra gente ver o trailer, tá? Mas a gente não vai perder nada se atrasar um pouquinho, não se preocupe. Então dá o play, macaco. Ok. Nossa, que Terry magrinho. Eles costumam colocar muitas referências nesses trailers animados aí, tá? Nossa, gemendo. Legendas, como sempre, muito boas.
I can see now what drew me to this place. Terry Bogard, it was you who guided my spirit here.
Ah, tá, eu não consigo, gente. Eu esqueci ali de colocar o trailer em japonês. Ah, muito paia. Deixa eu ver aqui se tem. Né? Ah, de novo. Agora com voz japonesa. Tem em japonês, tem em inglês. Coloquei japonês. Ah, vou pegar a legenda aqui. Quanto clique a gente dá pra ir a legenda, hein?
俺をここに呼んだのは君だったのか。テリー・ボガード。俺を導くスプリッツガイド。
Cadê a legenda?
俺をここに呼んだ。俺をここに呼んだのは君。
俺をここに... Tá desativado, por quê?
Meだったのか。テリー・ボガード。俺を導くスプリッツガイド。
Você tá me tirando, né? Opa, tá rolando show do DJ ali. Ah, velho, putz grilo, tô conseguindo ligar a legenda. Ah, aqui saiu. Aê! Aí de novo. Agora vai. Agora em japonês, agora com legenda em português. Agora vai. Suspirar. Ele vê o lobo farmando aura ali.
Terry Bogard.
Ah, eu não vi, a legenda saiu muito antes. Pancadão do Ganate ali. Só não tem legenda, né? Ele sai quando quer. Olá, enfermeira! Oh, será que vamos ter essa skin da Mais aí? Essa é nova, hein? Eita porra! Até aumentou de tamanho! Fight! Caramba, velho! Eu já vi balançando loucamente, agora aumentando de tamanho assim quando gira. Novidade.
ダックのこと？私と一緒ね。違うの？じゃあひょっとして。
ああ、もうすぐお出ました。
ヘイヘイヘイ、俺もさんよ、そろそろ学校に行くっちいかんだぜ。 Wake up please.
Ó o Ganatti. Subare Ganatti. Acho que a legenda não tá conseguindo pegar a voz do Duck King. Ele fala meio engraçado.
いやいや、もう夜だって。しかしあんなところでよく寝てられるな。
リズムを刻むバイブレーションが最高だね。I'm happy just to dance with you.
Yeah!
Eita, acharam os Brod aí, ó. Os Brod se acharam.
I think so, does it? So
Olha aí, na Wikia fala que o passarinho do Duck King é um pintinho. O pessoal tá falando que é um patinho. Que faz mais sentido por causa do nome, mas diz que é pintinho mesmo. É, você não precisa saber dançar pra ser um DJ, né? Então... Eita, nós! Eita! Boing desnecessário ali. Aquela foi totalmente de graça. Ó, dá uma trabalheira de animar uma dança dessa, viu? Enquanto a festa tá rolando, o pau tá torando.
Nanda.
大気にエコーするいい声だ。ワイルド。
ご機嫌なお出ましじゃねえか。最高で最悪だ。
想定外のブレイクビーツだ。だが悪くない。
へいへいへい。突っ立ったままならドツボにはまるだけだぜ。踊りに来たんだろ。じゃなきゃ何の用だ、ベイベー。
風に呼ばれた。
風にいい勘だ。それはきっと今宵のゲストのせいなんじゃないか。へいよ、お待ちかねのサプライズだ。紹介するぜ。世界に597人いる俺のソウルメイトの中でも最強で最高の男、テリー・ボガー。
Ah, tá. A outra cena ele tava lembrando lá do Real World 2, né?
俺は騙されて呼び出されただけだ。誰が好き好んでこんなところ。テリー、お？
会いたかったぞ。
うい。
サウスタウン伝説の狼。リック？
どうしたテリー？ゴングが必要か？
ダックお前。まあいい。ファイトなら大歓迎だ。
何これ、どういう状況？ねえ、ロック、
Pedra! Volta aqui, Pedra! O lobo está com a aura farmada.
飢えた狼はまだいたようだな。
ロック、なぜここに？
君も聞いたか、風の声を。
俺は何も聞いちゃいない。本能のままここに来ただけさ。
生存への渇望か。それでこそ狼だ。人は精霊に生かされている。だが戦士は戦いによって生かされる。それを一番よく知る獣はそう、狼だ。俺はその聖なる存在から命の何たるかを学びたい。2匹の狼。風は 俺に勇敢なる選択を求めているならば俺は心を沈めて深く考えよう拳を向けるべきはどちらなのか真のスピリッツガイドは誰なのか今は行こう
Na verdade, a SNK podia arrumar manualmente essas legendas aí, sabe?
おいおいおいそりゃないぜ
Não precisava nem traduzir, só arrumar.
2匹の狼
は
勇敢なる者たちが語る大地の逸話だ素晴らしいじゃないか気高き戦士を見送ろう新たな旅立ちに最高の曲がある
É, o que vocês acharam? Ó, pra mim, melhor... melhor filminho que eles já botaram aí, viu? Melhor filminho que eles já botaram. Ô, louco! Que é isso? Coisa totalmente desnecessária. Anime desnecessário, festa desnecessário, luta desnecessária, rentão desnecessário, Boeing desnecessário, mas eu adorei. Olha isso, gente. Muito bom, que animação, que animação. É, foi um negócio meio bobinho assim, né? O Rick Stronda lá, sentindo falta do Terry, né? Foi lá matar a saudade do Brody. A Mai divando. A Big Janet apareceu assim para absolutamente nada. Aqui. Big Janet é a Pritch, só que a Pritch vocês veem que elas respeitam, né? Oi? É isso aí. Então, foi divertido, bem divertido. Sem razão nenhuma, eu gostei. Tá bom. Não promete nada, não entrega nada. Tá ótimo. Gosto assim. Mas é, mais uma campanha aí do... Mais uma peça publicitária, né, do Fatal Fury. Aí vocês perguntam com que a SNK tá gastando dinheiro, 125 milhões. Uma das coisas é isso, tá? Uma das coisas é isso. Aí, converte gente pro jogo? Eu não sei se converte gente pro jogo não, tá? Mas quem é fã, adora. Então, pelo menos para agradar quem já apoia a marca, para quem já apoia os jogos, eu acho que é bem válido sim. Então, gostei, gostei. Me agradou essa SNK. Manda mais, manda mais. Fazer anime sobre história do game, nada. Aff, velho. Vai mexer com essas lore aí é complicado, viu? Apesar que eles estão, né? Eles estão fazendo coisa com as lores. Tá rolando uma da Ubisoft também. Deixa eu ver se já não acabou. O que a Ubisoft tá fazendo aqui? Mostraram o Rayman. Eles estão fazendo a mesma coisa. Estão fazendo gameplay de alguns jogos deles lá. Eu queria ver o Heroes of Might and Magic. Eu nunca brigo por essas coisas, eu nunca fico chateado nem nada. Mas dessa vez eu vou. A Ubisoft chamou um monte de influenciador pra fazer acesso antecipado do Heroes of Might and Magic. Eu só fiquei sabendo ontem que o Vigia postou o vídeo dele, né? Ele não me chamou? Ele não me chamou? Eu devo ser um dos 3 únicos fãs Heroes of Might and Magic 3 no YouTube brasileiro. Um dos 3. Não me chamaram? Não gostei. Fiquei chateado. Aí eles chamaram youtubers de jogos de estratégia. Jogos de estratégia em geral, no caso do Vigia, né, que era de RPG de ação. Chamaram esses aí. Eles não fizeram uma busca por quem já falou do Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Que eu já falei. Uns 3, 4 vídeos, meu.
Fable 2, I think was
Inclusive,
my
o
favorite.
Quinta
That was
Clássica
the moment
especial do
my
Heroes
eyes
of
sort of opened up and I
Magic
went,
3.
hey, not only do I like video
Eu
games
chateei.
more than I thought I did, but I realized
Nessa
it could do
chateei.
so much more. We all know the gut-wrenching
Eu
decision
nunca
happened
choro
at
por
the end
essas
of
coisas. Dessa
Fable
vez eu
2.
vou
I
chorar.
would
Porra,
judge anyone who
Ubisoft.
didn't choose the dog by
Porra,
the way,
Ubisoft.
spoiler alert. But it just sort of, yeah, it was at that point I went, this is in my DNA, and I'm going to be glued to my Xbox. For the foreseeable, thank you very much.
Well, with that in mind, why don't we keep you guys glued
Não,
right
mas o
here?
problema mesmo é que eles chamaram gente que não conhecia o jogo.
Making headlines here at Gamescom. So check this out.
E também não conheceram durante o preview, porque o jogo é difícil. Assim, pra você entender o jogo e tal, vai umas horas. Daí você pega. Eu imagino que o preview que eles fizeram era com hora marcada. Era. Assim, eles tinham um tempo X pra jogar, né? Eles não podiam ficar com o jogo lá e aprendendo e tal. Aí não difícil pegar o jogo nesse tempo. Aí pegar alguém com experiência seria melhor. Mas eu vi os vídeos lá, o pessoal que jogou bem. O vídeo do Vigia, né? Ficou legal, tal. Os 3 é bem complexo. Então, pra você fazer as primeiras lutinhas lá, é de boa, né? Você consegue só, tipo, bem tutorial mesmo, né? Você começa com os bichinhos, daí você clica lá, clica nos inimigos, ele bate, tranquilo. Só que pra você avançar no jogo aí é meio zoado. Olá, enfermeira! Essa porra, começamos bem aí, né? Como é que eu faço, hein?
A 1990s-inspired Cascadian world infused with atmospheric dread and eerie, clandestine cult narratives.
Here to unpack that doozy of a sentence and the game that goes with it is the creative director of PUBG's DeadNet, Dave Kurd. How are you, Dave? Welcome.
Hi, Bex. Hi, Benny. Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing awesome.
Thank you for coming to see us. Now, how's your Gamescom been so far? Tell us about it.
Seeing the response from the fans and going to the booth and seeing the characters we created kind of come to life with cosplayers has been a dream come true.
Amazing. You're coming off the back of an amazing trailer opening night live. How's the reaction been for the team?
The team's losing their mind. We're obviously, there's the time difference, and I'm in
Aquilo lá que
Slack
tava passando era
watching all the
PUBG?
heart emojis, and we're
Eita
all just
porra, era uma melhorada no
incredibly
jogo, hein?
Amazing. Love to hear
Que a última
that.
vez que eu vi o
Of course,
PUBG,
that
assim, ainda era bem...
was absolutely incredible. I got to ask a few things about it. First of all, the blade hands. Like, what in the world are those? What a play? Can you kind of break it down for
Deram
us?
bom
Well,
gás
the
no
Blade
jogo.
Heads specifically touch on our concept of trading flesh for power. In this video, Floyd, the guy with the sunglasses, has decided to put his hands into that haunted pinball machine,
Aí,
get him
Adriano
chopped
Bandeira,
off,
como é que você
replaced
tá?
with machete blades. Now he can no longer shoot guns or legally drive, but he can cut your ass to ribbons if he gets close.
Hey, you can't legally, but can you still hop in a car with those blade hands and just fly around?
How are you going to drive?
Yeah, he can get in the back seat, he can get in the front seat, but he has to put his seatbelt on or he will be ejected if there's a sudden impact.
Very good. Safety first, of course.
That's the
Even
number one
with
rule.
the gun blades, yeah.
Yes.
Very good. Now, can you break down a little bit about the gameplay, maybe the player journey on DeadNet and through the world that we're entering?
Yeah, it's kind of a 1990s nightmare multi-match journey where we challenge the player to take an avatar from zero to hero. Between each match, they're taking on valuable new abilities like crawling around on the floor like a snake or hiding in a locker like a creeper. And you're also taking on
no
funny
superchat, já
injuries
falaram
like
da
a nervous tick
digitalização
where you
dos
spam
discos, eles
taunts,
falaram
or
ontem.
you can
Eu acho que vão
accidentally
falar hoje de
fumble your
novo.
weapon on weapon swap
Vamos ver.
and have a pretty good swear about it. And you're pushing yourself to see how far you can go before you cash out and win that chicken dinner or you burn out.
Amazing. Can we dive in a little bit more to the
Ontem bem no
multi-match journey?
comecinho.
Because it seems like it's something that might be quite new to players and for us as well.
Yeah, and I heard the audience is core gamers, so they won't mind if I nerd out too bad.
Let's do it.
But let's pretend you're a new player. You have this roster of 9 brilliant characters that have connections to the land, to each other. They're on missions besides just trying to win the chicken dinner. You pick your favorite one, and we
Live do
offer
Bugs.
you
Ah,
a
não,
few
velho.
decks
Cadê
of
as
cards.
coisas
Do you want
novas
to
dele
kind
lá?
of
Não
be an
quero nem
assault
saber aquilo
character?
lá.
Do you want to be a support? Do you want to
Já acho a jogabilidade daquele jogo
and you're
tudo
not
zoada.
frozen or
Eles
locked
me
in.
metem um monte
This
de
is just to
plataforma
kind of get your
cabulosa.
journey
Ah, mas
going.
nem
You
ferrando.
have a little bit of run health. Run health, imagine that as your career hit points. And
Ah,
now
é?
it's time to
Vou
start
mostrar
playing
pra vocês
Deadnet.
aqui.
So every match, if you do pretty well, your run health is protected. If you totally get wrecked early, which happens to me plenty of times, you lose a little bit of that run health. But even if you get totally smoked in the first few minutes, you go to the out game, and now it's time to make a decision. We're going to offer you a new power that kind of goes with that core fantasy you selected. We're going to offer you something tantalizing really outside your core fantasy. Maybe you're a support character, and we're like, hey, do you want a boombox that lets you blast Wu-Tang Clan to heal your squad?
Obviously, I do. I do want that.
Exactly. And then third, we'll offer you something that kind of every character could use. And as you get deeper and deeper into your run, we're going to start packaging the good stuff with injuries. So now it's like, oh, do you want an Akimbo ROM's ability? But it's going to come with you sneeze in the smoke, or it hurts to swim. And so as you're playing and pushing, you're mitigating. I'm building, I think, my dream player build, but also I'm getting these wacky injuries that come up and can cause hilarious whoopsie-daisies. One of my favorite injuries is called Hollywood Stuntman. When you slide or dive, occasionally, small chance for an explosion behind you, which will hurt you and your squad. So you feel cool, but you might bust your buddies.
So many things that can happen. But you've actually brought to Gamescom and this video.
Quando começa o
an
evento?
exclusive video that will give us a bit of an insight into the world of Deadnet as well.
Já
So let's
começou.
take a look at that.
Esse é o evento.
Fresh meat, huh? Cool.
Esse daí, pra quem não conhece, tá? Eles fazem assim no balcãozinho, conversando com desenvolvedores. Aí eles mostram mais os jogos, das features, às vezes mostram alguns gameplays exclusivos e tal, né? Então... Ah, só tô olhando eu? Ô, porcaria. Desculpa. Eu fazendo deusices.
Okay, dude. Sit back, buckle up, and don't even think about changing the station.
É tradição, né? Tem que ter uma buzina aqui. Quando eu esquecer de virar a tela aí dessas apitas aí.
Jesus. Cryptid Cove's seen better days. Oh well. Still plenty of fun to be had in the silly hole.
O PUBG, ele não era tão engraçadinho, coloridinho assim, né? Quer dizer, eles tinham um humor, mas não era esse tipo de humor. Ou a impressão minha?
Can't fault the name. The Cult of the Blind Mother. Home to some real bad hombres with crazy fucking beliefs. Like, I heard they think Biggie killed Tupac. Oh shit, wait, did Biggie kill Tupac?
Tinha que a Microsoft comprar da Ninjas, ainda não.
Oh shit, I forgot this place is drowning in these things. Do yourself a favor. Forget
Aí
you
eles
ever
compram
saw it.
Ninjas e eu rodo no primeiro layoff.
And if you ever see one outside, then... Ugh, this is why I hate doing these fucking tours. Good luck, rookie.
O jogo hoje virou praticamente um Fortnite, principalmente a versão mobile dele. Pelo que parece, a versão mobile do PUBG tá rendendo bem mais que a desktop, tá? Eu não tenho certeza não, mas eu vi os caras investindo muito mais no mobile. Inclusive eu fiz uma campanha pro PUBG Mobile ano passado, eu acho. Estão copiando o Fortnite que copiou o PUBG. É as voltas que a Terra plana dá.
We truly live in an age of miracles.
Well, clearly the game game has a very distinct vibe, and it looks sick as heck, Dave. I love it. I'm obsessed with every little detail. Can you talk to us a little bit about the inspiration for the world of DeadNet and what you're trying to invoke from players and their feelings?
Well, I kind of think the age of making something that everyone kind of likes is over. I think it's time to make games that are evocative and are love-hate. I think the fans will forgive anything but being bored. So we wanted to take a big swing with a mid-90s Pacific Northwest setting, but not just cheaply recreating the 90s, but to take the films and movies I grew up with, Twin Peaks, X-Files, Silence of the Lambs, put it through a meat grinder, add body horror, David Cronenberg stuff, and arrive at something that is distinctly DeadNet.
Heck yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Like every time I see these videos, I just want to keep playing and playing. But there's a few things you pick up as well, like the opening of the window. Like the environment that you're playing in makes a lot of tactical differences to your gameplay. Could you expand a little bit on that for us?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously with Nanite and Lumen, the world is dense and detailed and beautiful, but players care about playing games. So a good example I use is in PUBG. If you see a window, you can shoot it or you can kind of smash through it, and that's great. In our game, we have something we call action agencies. So when you encounter a window, for example, you can slowly and silently open the window. No one will hear you, but you're exposed. You can quickly slam it open, but oh, now you've made a little bit of noise, maybe you've given away your position. You can shoot it open or crash through it, but now you're gonna leave a pool of glass wherever that happened, and if anyone steps on it, it's gonna make a loud noise and tip people off. Or you can turn up the music, maybe turn on a jukebox or put on your boombox, and now they can't hear the broken glass.
That's so interesting. Speaking of some of the locations we saw within that video, we saw some of the falls and maybe like a mall as well. Can you talk to us a little bit about some of your favorite locations that we can explore in Cascadia, and also how they influence gameplay as well as the windows and things like that?
Oh, absolutely. One of the ones in the video that Floyd was walking us through is called Cryptid Cove. It's kind of our throwback to Showbiz Pizza, kind of a he's there in the laser tag arena. He's going into the silly hole.
Classic Floyd.
The flies.
What's funny about this location is it's those tubes, those kind of little kid McDonald's lands tubes you're navigating
Fortnite
through,
não
which
está
is like
perdendo
such
milhões de
an
jogadores.
American
Então, é que
childhood
o
of the
Fortnite,
90s,
os
feeling
jogadores deles
covered
estão
in blood and
crescendo,
guts.
tá?
Becomes such
Por
a
exemplo,
fun
meu filho
location to
começou
try
a
to
jogar,
fly
ele
over, so
tinha
every time we
14 anos,
hot
sei
drop,
lá.
we're trying to win the tubes, we're trying to
E
keep
hoje
the
ele tá
tubes.
com
And
21.
it's weird because just the other players
Então,
naturally
se
wanna get
o
us out of those
PUBG
tubes.
consegue fazer o
There's the
o
cult of the
Fortnite,
blind
ele,
mother,
até ontem,
very
né? Ele estava
spooky, dark,
tentando
Silence of the Lambs coded
ficar
location
legal
where
para
under
o
the
público
building,
jovem. Ele não está
tons
crescendo
of,
com o público dele, entendeu? Se o
nooks and
PUBG
crannies to
conseguir
hide
pegar
in
essa
and take
galera que
positions
tá
in.
saindo
And, you know, in these games you're looting,
do Fortnite,
you're trying to gear up and
ele
you're
vai
trying to
estar
get
bem.
strong. But one of our
É
powers,
tipo
is called
Pokémon e
Creeper,
Monster Hunter.
which allows us to
Tem
actually
o
hide
pessoal que
inside of the
joga
loot. You can
Pokémon quando
climb
era
inside the
criança e
refrigerator.
fica o
Don't
resto
try
da
this at
vida
home, kids.
jogando Pokémon.
Get
E
inside of
tem outros
lockers,
que
and
começa,
I
né,
actually, fun
pegar a
fact, did the
idade aí e falar, ah, não, mas é
for
muito
what I have
infantil
to
esse
call,
negócio, que é outra coisa.
hiding pervert,
Vai pro
because
Monster
when
Hunter.
you're in the locker, I do this like
Então,
and then we run
não
through
acho
some
que é uma má
post-process and make
estratégia
it
deles,
sound
não.
cool. But when you are in Cascadia and you're hiding and waiting to get the drop to somebody, that's going to be my voice gently whispering in your ears.
Love it.
I'll remember that. I've also got to ask, because I know it's so important.
Se eles forem tentar colocar humor adolescente aí,
as well. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Aí não sei não.
Absolutely. It is 5.5 by 5.5 kilometers of real
Vai bater de
Cascadian
frente com
wilderness
Fortnite, aí vai se
with
ferrar.
mountains and jungles and beaches and plains and farms. But the initial circle, how the game begins, is only a 2.5 by 2.5 circle. So even though we're launching with one map, you never get the same zone twice.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing, because it's going to force players to have to kind of learn different areas of the map and also different ways of approaching with their abilities that they've picked up.
Yeah. Dave, I gotta ask, we've seen it a couple of
Opa, Luna.
times.
Não,
in
pior que
some of
lá
the gameplay.
no... Isso daí eu
We've got a
descobri
lot
lá
of
no
baby
Japão. O
dolls
pessoal
going
falava
on.
isso lá.
Some of them are running around. Can you tell us a wee bit more about that?
Aí eu
'Cause
fui
that
ver e
looks
fazia
right up your
sentido.
street.
Yeah, so we have kind of beyond chasing abilities and injuries, we have this notion of weirdos. These are very strange choices you can make for that single match, including taking
molequinhos
those
tudo com
hands
DS
off
lá,
or
com
becoming the
Pokémon na
large
mão e o...
dual
que era um pouco mais
LMG
crescidinho,
wielding
daí
pig,
fazia
or in
rodinha
the case
com os
you just
amigos jogando
mentioned,
Monster Hunter no PSP.
our little sweet precious darling baby doll. She is a 2.5 foot tall chaos gremlin that can she spawns with a little tiny RC car, which drives very fast and is very cute to manipulate. She can hitch a ride on her squad mates. She can jump on your back. And most importantly, she can jump on an enemy's back and quietly hang out. And she will occasionally laugh, which can tip them off. And if the jig is up, if she has to fight, she can start drilling in the neck and stealing
Pegado tá muito Fortnite, mas o Fortnite ainda é meio
I'll probably end up playing Dead Net
careta com personagem sensualizada.
Just like I live and breathe.
Só que isso tá mudando aos poucos, tá?
Right, Dave, we got to
Já
talk
tá
about
aparecendo umas personagens assim,
first
com um pouquinho mais de
coming to
carne,
PC,
de fora.
but I hear that you and the team have really engineered DeadNet to be
Uns
a bit more
decote, teve uma lá
for
que
game
tinha um
that's
boing
console
boing.
first. Can you talk a little bit about that and what
Nossa,
that
molecada
means
quase
to you
ficou
guys?
doida.
Well, I'm an old school console guy. My first
Oh,
game
caramba.
was Singularity by Raven Software. Shout out, made console first, aimed at the Xbox. And
A personagem fazia assim, ó.
myself, in my free time, my wife and I, who's probably
Ah,
watching,
sim.
hi Kelly.
Nossa.
We
Falaram pra
love
tudo quanto
to
é lado
get on the
disso.
couch and play
Imagina
console.
se visse
So that means
essa animação
when
da
we're
Mais
considering
Shiranui
how
que a
to
gente
make
acabou
this
de ver
game,
aí.
the gunplay, the traversal, the movement has to feel so beautiful on the sticks. The UI, the UX has to be really friendly if you're 8 feet away on the couch. The rumble on your reload, or when you drop your weapon, or when a drill is going into your neck, needs to feel persuasive and fun and interesting. So we just think it makes a lot of sense to get it perfect on console, and then PC naturally would follow.
Sounds good. Sounds awesome.
I'm excited. Now, a lot of people who've played
Esse
PUBG
PUBG não
in
tava
the
na
past,
programação
like,
deles, viu?
narrative is not something that will instantly jump
vocês
to their
saberem.
heads. With DeadNet, that's completely different. How is the narrative going to impact the player from game to game?
So it's interesting. I talked about at the beginning of the show, you're choosing from a roster of 9 to start. Each one of these characters has connections to the map itself, where they will comment on areas of the map if they go someplace that's familiar to them. They have meta stories, goals, quests beyond just win the chicken dinner. It could be revenge, it could be finding someone that matters to them. And they have allies and rivals on the battlefield, which is expressed. If you ping someone that's an enemy, you're going to comment on it. If you revive an ally, you're going to have this little special VO. And what's been so gratifying about our previous beta tests, shout out Discord crew, is we are having fan art where without prompting, they're creating these connections, these love triangles, and they're discovering the story as they go. So we obviously want to, PUBG is the ultimate storytelling engine, and we think DeadNet expands that by letting a story go multiple matches where win or lose, you're still on a journey.
Pelo que eu entendi, esse
of finding your
DeadNet
perfect
aí é
build,
meio que
and
hero
hopefully
shooter.
You're falling in love with your character and their goals and their
O modo
quests.
de hero shooter
and,
que ele tava falando que cada
you leave the
personagem
game
tinha uma
with a big smile
habilidade
on your face.
especial.
Love that. I can't wait to find out all the tea in Cascadia then as well.
Love it.
Dave, we can't let you leave without talking about your tagline, "Death is only the beginning."
Exato.
What does that mean?
Well, it means in every game I've ever played, I always want a hot drop, and I always get my shit rocked, and I'm always so sad. And it's, you get 2, like, come on, boys, one more game. And then that second loss in a row, you're like, well, actually, I got work tomorrow. In DeadNet, death is the beginning. You can get rocked. You can be an early out. But then in that out game where we give you the pick 3, oh my God, my build came in. Finally, a Kimbo showed up. Guys, let's get one more game. So it's okay if you lose, because in these games, one guy wins, 99 loses. In our game, your real goal is making your perfect version of a killer, whether that's a guy with a car door riot shield playing a
Já foram
boombox to get
25
his team
minutos, hein?
hyped up, or a guy with blade hands that crawls around like a lunatic on his stomach like a little snake. We want to celebrate player expression and choice and creativity in the world of DeadNet.
I just know that one more game is going to cause me some serious problems. So I'm going to be like, oh, we got to just get this build now. We got to do it. You mentioned betas right, just a second ago. Yeah. Can you let people know how they can get involved themselves?
Yeah, we made the website super easy. It is DeadNet, DED, which stands for Dog Eat Dog.
No.
Go to DeadNet, sign up for the beta, get your asses to Cascadia, and I will see you out there in the slaughterhouse.
We'll see you there too.
Go do it right now. But I'm looking forward to DeadNet. It's going to be so much fun. It's been, honestly, one of my favorites from Gamescom so far as well. But thank you for coming by. Enjoy the rest of Gamescom. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you so much. It was a privilege and an honor. Have a great show, guys.
Thank you. Got to get that 90s playlist from you as well at some point.
Look for it on Spotify.
Nice. Now, coming up for you guys, we are jumping into the driver's seat of a Hollywood stunt car as we traverse the world's deadliest petting zoo with a prehistoric twist and all the beasts that you can shake sticks at. But first, shifting gears to a jet engine with a saddle, it's time to go under the hood with Star Wars Galactic Racers.
Star Wars aí era pra ser ontem e ficou pra hoje.
Now we're talking shade. Speeder bikes. You know they're as dangerous as they look. You've ridden one before, but you've never raced one. That's where things get really interesting. Speeder bikes are like concussion missiles with handlebars. No wonder the Empire loved these things.
Vai ter historinha? Ah, eles falaram que ia ter campanha.
Go, but it does run wide in corners, so you gotta learn to
ver
wield
um pouco da campanha como é que vai ser.
Engage the kinetic burst, and bam! You decelerate hard, but lean in and hit the apex of the corner, and you'll blast out. It's a regenerative burst.
Ah, não, foi no Future Game Show que mostraram.
Now, there is a catch. Speeder bikes can be a little less resilient than good old land speeders. When Scandaro comes smacking into you, you're gonna feel it. So when you aren't in the mood to get kicked around the track, lean into that
beautiful falando que esses veículos aí que estão mostrando, eles não são os pod lá que eles usavam nas corridas de pod. Tem speeder, navinha, motos, caramba aí. Os pod eles pareciam viga, né? Que era a cápsula aqui do piloto e na frente os motores, os jatos, né? Que seria como se fossem cavalos. Então, um lance de design legal que eles fizeram pra tipo, fazer a corrida do Ben-Hur no Star Wars, né? Aí eles modificaram e fizeram desse jeito. Ficou bem legal. E aí tem muita coisa disso, não. Galactic Racer. Nossa, mostraram isso?
We're on the other side of the looking glass. Place called Nodno.
Mas tem os pod também. Eles mostraram que alguns. Pô, bacalharam, hein? Adiaram pra hoje o jogo pra fazer isso. Pra ir de Crazy Taxi. Tá esfriando.
And you're awake. I'm willing to give it a good go, yeah. What's going on? Why am I holding a cassette tape? Please, baby.
Ring, ring. Tell me, alchemist. I trust your travels in Nodnol have been very illuminating.
What on earth have you dragged me into?
See you soon.
Cassette Beast.
Hey everyone, welcome to this exclusive look at Planet Zoo 2, a creative management game where you get to build and manage your dream zoos.
Será que é legal?
You'll be able to care for aquatic, terrestrial and avian species from all over the world, both within and beyond your zoos.
Ô, Pixel, a gente tá fazendo vídeo com o Poligrafo. Estamos fazendo um por semana, mas tá saindo. Volta lá que tem vídeo.
From rewilding ecosystems to releasing animals from your zoos back into their natural environments.
Amanhã, né, não tem?
These wildlife reserves have been designed with exploration and observation in mind. You'll be able to traverse these expansive landscapes on foot, as well as in the new research vehicle, offering you new ways to spend time and learn about the animals you've released into your wildlife reserves. We hope you'll enjoy coming to these beautiful areas to relax, in between managing your zoos. We'll be sharing more details on wildlife reserves soon, so follow Planet Zoo 2 on social channels to be the first to know.
Daí deve ser o stuntman. A premissa desse jogo é mó legal, gente. Mas isso daí é CGI, tá? Queria ver o gameplay dele, pô. É porque o gameplay é um negócio que eu não sei se é muito visual, sabe? Pra colocar num trailer. Tipo de jogo difícil de se vender. É, Jurassic World, eu pensei que era o Stunt... Ah, aí, ó. Caramba, é o Stuntman mesmo. Então vai ter o modo do... Ah, Hollywood. Ah, será que eles vão, tipo, fazer cada fase num filme? Pô, vai ficar da hora pra caramba, mano. Será que é essa a ideia?
Now, last year we brought you the latest PC gaming on the go with the new ROG Xbox Ally. So, yeah, it's only fitting that this year we're going to bring you the next generation of Xbox handhelds. And here to tell us all about the exciting new ROG Xbox Ally X20 launching later this year. Please welcome General Manager of Xbox Devices, Dave Kearney, and Asus Director of Product for Gaming, Gabe Meng. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Gamescom.
Thank you. It's exciting.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's good to see you again, Gabe. Obviously, last year we had a lot of fun talking Xbox Ally, but we got something a bit different now to talk about this year, and it's sitting right between us, which is very cool. But before we get to the new device, it won't be too long since it'll have been a whole year since the Xbox Ally range of devices were released.
Não é um game de corrida, tá? O Stuntman é um jogo de manobra. Você é um piloto de manobra de um filme, né? Que tem aqueles carros lá que vai, daí pula rampa, pula de um prédio, essas coisas. Daí você tem que fazer essas manobras aí. Né? É isso o jogo. Dublê, isso. Dublê é piloto, né?
Unexpected locations.
Yeah, I won't tell you where I play mine.
We've been working together since the original product launch to just keep cranking away at making it better. At this point now,
aí depois mostra como ficou a cena que você gravou.
Nice. We've been expanding the number of titles that can take advantage of default game profiles, which automatically sets
efeitos
up the
especiais e
Xbox
tudo
Ally
mais.
product to
Bem
be
legal.
able to operate with the optimal frame rate and power settings. We've also been expanding advanced shader delivery, so that allows you to download your game shaders at the same time as the game itself. So you're able to just, when you launch that game for the first time, start the game faster, it plays smoothly, just like you would expect it to do. And then when you combine that with the work we've been doing with game studios, you've got the new games like Forza Horizon 6, Halo, Campaign Evolved, supporting all these features right out of the gate, so players get to just experience handheld gaming like it should be. No messing with settings, just jump right into the game as you would expect. And we're just getting started. There's more around the corner.
I like to hear that.
Caiu ponto de cara.
Convenience with handhelds is one of the number one reasons.
Eu tava vendo que o áudio dele tava zoado.
To hear that all that work is going into these devices, and that it's really truly giving that gaming anywhere you like experience.
E aí, médico capivara, que deu uma esfriada, viu?
2 days ago, you guys also announced that pre-orders are now live for the newest handheld in the ROG Xbox family. So, Gabe, tell us about this stunning piece of hardware right here.
Absolutely. We try to level up everything. ROG celebrates 20 years of gaming, community, and innovation this year.
E aí, Wagner, não vou fazer o GTA na Netflix, primeiro porque eu não sei se pode, segundo porque não sou Netflix. Pra mim é só 10 horas no YouTube mesmo.
Contrasting gold accents with the system buttons, to that custom new color hue on our brand new light rings, to the internal
Mas, ó, eu não tenho certeza se pode reagir a Netflix, viu? Eu não tenho certeza. Ah, não, vocês cuidado, Netflix é fogo. Netflix não deixa nem reagir trailer deles. Ah, é, não deixa nem tirar print. Ah, não falou ali. Ah, é, posso pegar os 14 GB gratuitos, né? Bem pensado. Esqueci dessa.
That's so cool. So it's a mechanically changing.
That's right, and you can switch it on the play.
Wow, cool. Okay, what else we got going?
Absolutely. But probably most noteworthy and a long time coming is our premium OLED experience.
Yes.
Yes, I'm so happy to say that the Ally X20 has an ROG Nebula HDR display, the very best of our standard of gaming displays. What this means in practice is a certified Visa
Não vi nada do Castlevania não, viu?
True Black 1400 that starts with less than 1 nit of black to all the way of radiant highlights.
Pode reagir, só não posso mostrar as cenas, aí a graça.
What you're seeing is a cinematic of our ROG Saga universe game.
Fazer react só da minha cara.
Cinematic animation play, not actual gameplay, against our current Ally X20 and our Ally X.
And it's definitely like a significant, even though it wasn't gameplay, it's still something you're really going to notice in terms of the depth of color, the richness of it as well. So, I mean, huge upgrade right there.
Você já falou daquele Pokémon dos sucubos que a sua empresa vai lançar, os sucubos Domini?
That's what true
HDR
is. Nice. And as a gaming certified panel, that means you're going to get variable refresh rate. So we're so happy to say that this panel has AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. That means starting at 30 instead of 48 Hertz and going all the way to 120 Hertz, you get adaptive sync and it's with HDR. And best of all, it comes as a 7.4-inch panel that we fit into our portable ergonomic space by slimming the bezels on top.
Olha aí, é o jogo mais sapeca da Nuntius Games, hein?
ROG software features intended for this whole experience.
Tá chegando aí.
That's pretty. You know what? Good job. I mean, the X was great. That's a really impressive amount of things you've managed to pack into it. I mean, larger screen, brighter colors, deeper blacks, and also I'm a sucker for translucent hardware, so you got me on board with that straight away. Obviously, like you were saying, the Ally family has been undergoing numerous software updates, firmware updates that have improved the experience for players who already own an Xbox Ally or an Xbox Ally X. Can we expect that same level of updates to land with the X20 as well?
For sure. I mean, one of the things that I love about the gaming community is just the passion. And there is no shortage of feedback that we get from all the fans out there. It really gives us inspiration, and we've made it our mission across Xbox and ROG to continue to level up the experience. Some of the examples of additional things that we've been doing is we've improved the library experience, so now players can actually pin their own games and pin their own apps, so they can just easily jump into the experiences that they love. We've also been rolling out a new feature called, and I'm referring to super wideband stereo voice support for Bluetooth LE audio. It's a lot of words, sorry I had to refer to my card here, but essentially what it means is that if you have a Bluetooth audio headset with a microphone and a game wants to go ahead and jump into using the microphone so you can play competitively or online, it just goes ahead and doesn't convert it to mono. It stays stereo, it stays surround sound like you'd want it to with Bluetooth, which is magical, and it's exactly gaming.
A Netflix, ela tem HDCP, viu? Ela tem proteção de imagem, você tem que, para você usar no computador, você precisa ativar o HDCP, porque senão ele não roda. E o browser, né, ele precisa ter suporte a isso daí também. Aí o que que acontece? Se você tenta capturar a tela, ele não captura. Só isso, não captura. Só que o OBS captura. O OBS captura, se eu não me engano ele captura a tela da Netflix. Eu não vou burlar HDCP pra mostrar trailer de GTA, né? Ah, não. Qualquer coisa, se vocês quiserem muito, eu entro 10 horas aí, daí eu faço quando eu estiver no YouTube, tá?
I'm gonna have to go check out that pre-order link, I think, because I mean, look at it, it just looks great. But for those of you guys that are eager to get your hands on the ROG Xbox Ally X20, pre-orders are live right now for both the standard.
Deixa eu mostrar aqui então, antes que eu esqueça outra coisa. Primeiro, então, que falaram ali, o Sucube Domini, o nosso jogo que está anunciado o jogo mais sapeca da Nuntius Games, que é um RPG, tá? Feito em RPG Maker, só que ele é todo customizado, então ele não tem aquela cara de RPG Maker, e com artes, né, de demoninhas muito da hora, beleza? Esse jogo, ele vai é um jogo assim que realmente tem uma sensualidade assim, né, meio alta, e bom, vai ter algumas surpresinhas sobre ele depois do lançamento, tá? Que eu não vou ficar falando não. Mas é isso. Tá? Que eu não vou falar muito ainda do jogo porque eu ainda não joguei ele. Tá? Então eu não só conheço ele por cima, né? Mas depois que eu jogar, eu posso passar uma premissa melhorzinha. O jogo é tudo feito à mão, tá? Inclusive a trilha sonora é de pessoas reais, não tem nada de inteligência artificial aqui. A trilha sonora é feita pro jogo mesmo, né? Trilha sonora original. Então já deixem na sua lista de desejos. Esse jogo deve sair ano que vem. E demonstração tá no forno. Demonstração deve sair em breve. Então adiciona na lista de desejos para ficar sabendo aí das novidades. É o nosso primeiro RPG. RPG oriental, né? Primeiro que estamos lançando aí. Então dá essa moralzinha pra nós. Agora a outra... Eita, já vivemos aí. Aqui que eu queria mostrar. Aqui tem coragem, né? Grande Devolver, que é uma das publishers mais famosas e queridas de jogos indie. Tá aí botando pilha na história do GTA aí faz tempo, né? Colocou aqui que recebeu um DVD da Netflix pra exibir, pá. Mas eles anunciaram esse jogo aqui, ó. Ele tem uma cara... Como é que é? Congoscape, né? Congoscaper. Congoscaper, alguma coisa assim. O menino macaco da franquia Joey Mac. Eu achei que tinha uma vibe disso daí. Pixel art gostosinho, jogo de plataforma. Opa. Bem estilo clássico, né? Que tá bem da hora. Vai sair dia 19 de novembro. Exatamente, assassino de GTA. O jogo vai sair no mesmo dia do GTA. O jogo vai sair no mesmo dia de GTA. Agora eu tenho um bom motivo pra não pegar o GTA, hein? Foi a Devolver meter o louquinho. Vai lançar jogo bem em cima do GTA, hein? Opa, que não é isso. Que não é isso. Aqui.
Getting comfortable with the console.
So you're inspiring the next generation of Xbox fans.
Tem vários bons motivos para não comprar o GTA agora.
Really excited. It's really a nice location and the activities here are really cool. I won an Xbox controller, so that's a big plus.
Não entendo medo de GTA, isso vai ser só pra console. A gente da Nuntius estava discutindo se ia lançar jogo em novembro, né? Era nem no dia do GTA, era em novembro ou não, tá? E o problema é que não tem jogo pra PC, né? Vai ser pra PC, não tem GTA no PC, ok. Só que a atenção dos influencers, da imprensa e tal, vão ficar tudo em cima do GTA por meses. E a gente precisa da atenção, né, dessas coisas pra ajudar a divulgar o jogo. Só a gente não dá conta, a gente precisa, né? A gente manda release e tudo mais pra imprensa pra incentivar eles a falar dos nossos jogos. Só que ninguém vai falar dos nossos jogos se tiver GTA lá. Ó, a Chacharma. A Chacharma tá lá. A Chacharma. Então nessa parte é complicado. Mesmo não tendo GTA no PC agora, complica a gente por causa dessa disputa de atenção aí. Quer dizer, não tem disputa de atenção, né? A atenção vai toda pro GTA. Não comprei os 5 primeiros, né? Pelo sexto que eu vou começar. Ó, o Duna, deixa aí no banheiro, já volto.
The world is shattered. Is all really lost? I'm Angelica, creative director on Kingdom 3 Rising Realms, and I'm about to share a glimpse of what we're building in the next installment of the Kingdom game series. Kingdom is an atmospheric, side-scrolling micro-strategy and tower defense game where you play as the monarch, wielder of the crown of creation, giving you the ability to rule. Guided only by the light of your torch, you find yourself in a dark forest. Alone, you take your first step to building your kingdom and your legacy. Ancient monuments tower against the sky as if our ancestors are still casting their stony gaze over the landscape. This looks like a pretty good spot for an outpost. A key part in managing your kingdom is to build and recruit. So let's get some citizens and assign them jobs. Hammers will create workers to help us construct new buildings, like a palisade. And bows will get us archers, ready to hunt and defend the kingdom. It may seem kind of small at first, but we'll find more people to join our cause as we explore the lands. In Kingdom 3, we want to create a vibrant world that speaks of ancient legends and introduce you to some new faces.
Não, legal é PC de 10K e jogando jogo desse tipo aí.
Here. She's the bowmaster, a skilled archer who will not only bring her own firepower, but also strengthen the other archers in the kingdom. Elites are new units. They're one of a kind and they'll all bring powerful and unique abilities and strategic choices for upgrades. Sometimes for offense, sometimes for defense, or even for a boost on the economy side of things. And that's good, because you'll need all the support you can get. As the last rays of light sink into the sea, you'll hear howls coming from the forest. The greed, they are coming for you. Finding shelter behind the walls is a clever move. Thanks to some well-placed defenses, it looks like we'll survive the night. But something tells me the greed will be back. When dawn finally arrives, we can breathe again. This is a great time to head out and discover more of our surroundings. Maybe we can find out where the greed came from. In this world, you'll encounter plenty of mysteries, powerful artifacts, and mythological beings. This demo only shows a fraction of what we planned. Interesting. I can't seem to interact with this one just yet. Don't let the beauty of this world fool you. Everything you see is at risk. We've already encountered the nightly creatures, but it's not just them. No, it's the whole land. It's like the greed has turned nature itself against us. Corrupted goo spreading and cursing the very ground we want to build our kingdom upon. Its spores and vines knock the coins out of our bag and threaten the very crown that sits upon our head. This is a new threat, and there's a new force within the greed, making them more powerful than ever. This has been a first peek into the world of Kingdom 3 Rising Realms. As you've seen, you can of course rule alone, but you don't have to. The game will have co-op, so you can always share the weight of the crown with a friend. I can't wait to show you more of the world in the future. Until then, you can wishlist Kingdom 3 Rising Realms right now.
É complicado fazer jogo co-op indie, viu? Agora tô vendo. É co-op online. Que é este? Ah, o Flight Simulator. Flight Simulator é um trailer também. Quantos gigas tá pesando esse Flight Simulator aí agora? Quantos gigas tá pesando? Sim.
If we came to Gamescom and didn't talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator, would it even be Gamescom? No. So joining me to talk about the update that you just saw is head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, Jörg Newman, and President and Chief Operating Officer of the National Championship Air Races, Tony Logateta.
Olha o naipe dos desenvolvedores.
How are you?
Great. Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Now, the National Championship Air Races trailer, that looked sick, what we just saw.
Indeed.
Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Sure, absolutely. So the National Championship Air Races go all the way back to 1964. It's a unique, one-of-a-kind event in the world. It features multi-lap, multi-aircraft racing with a variety of aircraft ranging from small aerobatic biplanes all the way up to World War II warbirds and military training jets.
Ó, tem o
really
Alien
cool.
Strike, bem bacana aí pra jogar pra até 3
Planes
pessoas,
get
pra muitos
over
games.
speeds of
E
500
pra
miles an hour,
console, o
racing
Shark
wingtip to
Squad.
wingtip.
That's
Up
pretty
against
Tá em todos os consoles.
Not too many
pra
things that
duas
go that
pessoas.
fast. Not with humans inside them anyway, right? You get
O
some
gameplay
rocket
do
cars
Shark
and
Squad
military jets
cooperativo
and some commercial airliners, but
diferentão, né?
yeah,
Bem bacana de
it's
jogar.
pretty incredible. I took the ICE train from Frankfurt yesterday, and it only goes about half as fast as these ones do.
Gotta catch up. That's incredible. An amazing variety of planes and amazing speeds as well. But tell me, how close to the ground do they actually fly? Because they look pretty close there.
Yeah, they get very close. So,
really?
yes, it's 50 to 350 feet now. So 15 meters above the ground where a lot of them are flying. Yeah, it's
That's pretty scary.
Oh yeah, it's incredibly challenging, and it really takes the best pilots in the world to participate in the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. Now, would you like
So I mean, we connected Jörg and his team with a bunch of our most experienced pilots.
Yeah.
And it's been so cool to watch them work and just work so hard at making this truly authentic and realistic, like bringing what's real into the flight simulator. So now we've got the old Reno racetrack, plus we have the new Roswell track. So really excited for flight sim fans to see it.
I love the design of the Roswell track. That looked really cool.
It's awesome.
And you've spoken about some of the pilots working with the team at Flight Simulator. Jörg, how have you made the team, you and the team made such an experience feel really authentic and realistic in flight sim for the likes of me, who maybe isn't the best pilot just yet anyway?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't obviously do it without the help of Tony and his team. So we worked with them for like 6 years now.
Cool.
And in Flight Sim 2020, we actually had the Reno Air Race. It's a classic race. And it was fun, it was exciting, it has a lot of fans, but for Flight Sim 2024, we want to take this a lot further, make it more realistic. And a lot of the realism comes out of the planes. So in Flight Sim 2020, you could just go full throttle forward and you could fly the race. It's no longer so. Now you actually have to manage the plane. You have to watch your manifold air pressure.
Que não dá para baixar o jogo completo, né? Você baixa o player base dele, que é 50 GB, ou pode fazer uma instalação de 100 GB, que daí já tem mais informação. O resto é tudo baixado enquanto você está jogando.
They're like super close to the ground. It's like a 1-to-1 versus race. Also super fun.
Wow, it sounds really good and really fun.
Aí o GPtão aqui tá falando que se fosse para colocar todo o jogo na tua máquina, seria 500 gigas. É disso que eu tava falando.
The leaderboard is a daily leaderboard. Whoever wins,
isso que eu queria, botar tudo no PC.
Oh, well done,
bota tudo sem dó.
No, so whoever gets the top prize
Quantos
gets a really
jogos
cool
da
remote
Bruxa
control
lançaram na Steam,
P51. We brought 7 of those planes. They're the fastest ones in the race, 500 miles an hour.
Wow.
And we'll see who wins.
Okay, well maybe I'll have to have a go and try and win that prize for myself afterwards. Tony, thank you so much for joining us to tell us about the National Air Race Championships and what we can look forward to in Flight Sim with that. Can you let me know when that's coming out now?
Yeah, so the real live event is coming up in 3 weeks. It's September 16th to 20th in Roswell, New Mexico.
Tem 12, sendo 2 em Early Access. Tá em Early Access ainda. Já tá pra sair.
October 13th.
Early Access.
Awesome.
Get ready.
Get ready. You better get ready. Now, Jorg, as usual, I know that's not all. Have you got something else to share with us today?
Mandou uma assinatura de presente. Obrigado. Quem pegou foi...
Yeah, so I'm from Germany, as you probably know, right? So
valeu por mandar uma assinatura. Assinatura de presente agrada a 2. O streamer e quem recebe. Roda nos Inix Lite. Se você tá perguntando dos jogos da Nuntius, eu acredito que sim. O Flight Simulator, duvido muito. Valeu, mano, nem queria, ô louco. Que grato. Eu não queria, mas eu queria, Wagner. Obrigado. Ah, mas se você for ver bem... 500 gigas para colocar o mundo inteiro no jogo, não tá muito, né?
Well, Jorg, that is a very pretty plane, but I'd love to know from you, is there anything about that that's special or any extra context I should know?
Yes, so as you know, I'm from Germany, here in Cologne. I love to come here and announce German planes. It's one of my favorite things in the world. This one, it's called the Heinkel HE70 Blitz.
Flight Simulator RP?
It was the fastest plane in its time. So in 1930, Lufthansa, which is a big German airline, they wanted a plane to connect Hamburg, Berlin, Frankfurt and Cologne. Wow. And so this was the fastest plane of the time. It broke 8 of the world's speed records and has a special design. I don't know if you saw it, it was very innovative. So it had a retractable undercarriage. It was the first time that any airliner did that. It had the retractable air coolant for the engine, and that made it the fastest plane. It flew like 200 miles an hour back then, which was shocking. They only made 324. And none of them survived. The last one was scrapped, unfortunately, in 1954. So when we decided to bring this back, we had to find all the people who know anything about it. Museums, aviation enthusiasts, they helped us a ton.
Flight Simulator,
and it took many years to do this, and I think the end result is fantastic, and everybody's super happy, and I can't wait for everybody to play it. It launches today, as a matter of fact, right now.
That's a little celebration. Oh my gosh, well, I can't wait to check out as well. Great context with the history and something a bit personal for you as well. That's lovely, Jorg. I really love the way you and a lot of the team are working to preserve such iconic historic aircrafts like the Blitz. And the other thing I love about Microsoft Flight Simulator is your dedication to bringing our planet to life throughout the digital representation of Earth.
Yeah, we call it the digital twin, and honestly at Microsoft we're so lucky. I feel so lucky. We have organizations like Bing Places, used to be Bing Maps, Planetary Science. And we have partners like
pessoal fala que é simulador, não é videogame, é só pra ser chato.
Photogrammetry, that's like 3 to 10 centimeter resolution, so crazy good.
É tipo os caras que falam que não é graphic novel, não é GB, é graphic novel.
And the last years we always brought Germany, it was obviously a focus, Switzerland, Austria, and this year we thought, why not go above the Alps? You know, it's summer, it's warm, Italy is beautiful, so here it is, City Update 16, Italy.
Bolzano. Pior que é, né? Esses aviões tudo voa abaixo. Pra mostrar, ó, a paisagem. Os teco-teco acho que voa abaixo mesmo, mas tem uns aviões aí que devia estar voando um pouco mais alto. É HQ, não quadrinho. Gibi. Gibi. Cadê você tem que estar essa? Lazareto.
Back at Gamescom, but boy, do I want to go to Italy right about now. How about it, York? You coming with me?
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go to the beach. No, I'm seriously. I've been to northern Italy. I love Italy. I've been to northern Italy, like Bolzano, which we call Bozen, the Dolomites. But I've never been to San Marino. I've never been to Sardinia, Sicily. I'm super excited that people can go
Google Earth. Mas o Google Earth não tem esses gráficos.
This is also launching right now, at 2020 and 2024.
Wow, how
Só que dá pra ir lá embaixo.
We can go and explore. Amazing. Now, York, that's a lot of aviation already, but you said you had maybe another announcement for us?
Yes, and this one is personal. So, like, for a few years now, we've tried to find a partnership with Lufthansa, which is the German flag carrier airline. And after all these years, I'm so happy to announce that we now have a relationship with Lufthansa. We're bringing the livery to the sim. And what's really perfect about this, Lufthansa is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. They made a special livery on some of their fleet, the 100-year anniversary livery, and we're bringing
Meu
that
Deus,
also
moleque
to flight
tudo
sim.
loiro. Até parece que eles estão na Alemanha, né?
Amazing. Congratulations. Oh. Now, would you like to take a look at that? Would you like to show us maybe?
Yes, we have a little quick trailer.
Let's do it.
Mais trailer. Aí, ó. Só nuvem. Boing aí.
Copy that. Lufthansa Super getting into position.
Oxi, tá muito perto não? Lufthansa. Propaganda, colado.
York, that looks
Flight
absolutely
Simulator
gorgeous. I love the livery. I
2024.
can't wait to fly
Eles
them
não
as
ficam
well.
atualizando esse jogo
Again for that
infinito e vão ficar só
partnership.
com
I love
esse?
that.
Por que
Personal
não
for you and to the
bota
team.
só Flight Simulator?
It's a match made in heaven.
Oh, fantastic. Love to hear it.
Deixar 24 dá uma cara de desatualizado pro jogo,
You
mano.
are head of Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Só ver os
so
King of
I would like to
Fighters.
hear how many planes you can name in 30 seconds. Are you up for it?
Okay.
Okay.
Planes?
Let's get that timer
Eu acho que não
started.
precisava.
And now.
All right, Cessna 170, 172, 175, 180, 182, 185, 190, 195, 206, 207, Boeing 707, Boeing 717, 27, 37, 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, Airbus 220, 319, 320, 321, 330, 340, 350, 380, and then X1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
2024 tá aqui, ó. Flight Simulator 2024. 2024.
I'm gonna say say that was like at least 1 million plays. So well
I
done,
don't know. I want to count.
Okay, we'll review it in post. York, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for bringing so much for us to enjoy and joining us into this excursion into the world of aviation.
Thank you so much. It's great to see you.
Great to see you. Have a great Gamescom. But for you guys here, these 4 days in August, Cologne is the epicenter of gaming with all the latest news and titles, including these next 4 games set to make their debut on an Xbox, PC, or a handheld near you. And some could be dropping a little sooner than you think.
E tá brincando de 6-7. Eles vão ter 65 anos em 2067. 66 anos em 2067. Imagina a praga que vai ser, velho, esse Réveillon. Um monte de velho lá. Ai, ai, ai. Eu provavelmente não vou estar vivo pra ver, viu? Ia ser engraçado.
After all, you never know which meal will be your last.
Olha, tá legal. Deep Dish Dungeon. Ele tem cara do... Ah, eu sempre esqueço. Indie não sei das quantas, PlayStation 1, que é da From Software. É tipo os antepassados dos coisas. Kingsfield, isso. Kingsfield, obrigado.
Tell me, do you think I'm chasing a fool's path?
Quando chegar lá, você vai ser uma IP de IA fazendo react. Ai, ai, ai.
Armitage. Wishlist now.
Desenhos.
Let me once again welcome you to Blake Manor.
Quer apostar quanto que esse jogo não vai ter em português?
When the veil is thinnest, we will speak directly with one of the dead.
Why did you let it happen? Well then, Mr. Ward, welcome to the Grand Seance. I hope whatever you are looking for, you find it here.
The Seas of Black.
Hey survivors, the heart of Daisy Badlands is Nasdara, a 267 kilometers squared arid borderland.
67?
Layered with proud regional
67?
history, geopolitical intrigue, and countless stories waiting to be told. Most importantly, your story. But instead of being just survivors stranded on the coast, we now expect you to become nomads, mercenaries, and local to know the lay of the land. In short, you are expected to be more experienced, hardened, and shrewd. However, our motto, "This is your story," is still very much in effect. That means we still expect you to approach it in your own way and pace. You will lead your own story, by dying a lot. At first, this might happen because of prolonged exposure to the sun or extreme dehydration, since standing water is scarce in Nasdara. But you know what you are doing. You will search for regional clothing with low insulation, keep yourself in the shade, and maybe even team up with another player to restore a broken down well so you can share the water. and then they can betray you. Let's say you have the basics of survival figured out. You found some decent gear, interesting food and drinks to keep you going, a friendly companion to travel with, and motorcycles that can take you farther than you've ever gone before. Anyhow, at this point you will want to upgrade to better gear and find stronger protection. You'll have multiple points of interest to choose from, like these examples. But of course, these areas will also attract other players, meaning there's always a risk of getting killed on sight. But there's a less risky and more interesting option. For this, we suggest picking up a personal radio. These are no longer just tools for long-distance communication, they can now receive transmissions that you'll need to decode yourselves. It may be worth investigating the locations that lead you to across the land where valuable loot awaits.
Os desenvolvedores passam anos fazendo um negócio quando vai revelar tu tá pra ele assim, nervosismo.
As you'll find resources to help you decode the messages.
Ansiedade, querendo saber o que o pessoal vai achar e tudo mais, daí vai. Renato, meu pai!
So, now that you have all the loot you need and more, how do you store it safely? You will be able to rebuild and barricade some of the houses found throughout Nasdara. Whether it is a single room or an entire building, there will be plenty of options to choose from, as long as you can gather the necessary materials for your reconstruction project. And most importantly, shelter is a necessity when it comes to keeping you and your squad safe, especially during a certain event, when all you can do is hunker down, wait it out, and hope it passes. Of course, these are only a few possible lives. As always, this is your story, and we can't wait to see them all. See you in the Badlands on October 15th, survivors.
Daisy?
November 15th, 2001. A new console, a green logo. It was called the Xbox, and it's now been 25
old. Most importantly, your story.
Welcome. You find it here.
Seance. É Blake.
Wireless protocol?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. It's just a little dongle that plugs into the back, and you're good to go.
Really nice.
Black
and then,
Minor?
what about when it's time to
Black
charge your
Minor
controller? Because, I mean, I'm hoping to pick up one of the new Xbox 25th anniversary controllers. Can I charge that thing up with anything nice?
Yes, that 8-bit charger right there is so cool. It perfectly matches the design, right?
Yeah.
We've worked with them, worked with our team, industrial design team, to make sure that we have sort of a seamless experience that goes all the way through. It's the perfect way to display.
Que eu falei? Não tem português. Falei. Eu bati o olho no jogo, falei, cara, isso daí tem cara de não ter português.
Yesterday about the design of the X25
console
and how much went into getting the right kind of the green. Is it the same
Sabe,
process
tem cheiro de não localizado.
Yes, absolutely. We work very closely with Carl's team to ensure that whatever's done from a first-party standpoint, our third parties are able to take advantage of the same thing. So it's a whole process of color matching and back and forth samples being sent, and Carl's always been a wonderful support in that.
I love that team collaboration. Yeah. And then in terms of if I wanted to bundle all these together, maybe to take them home with me right now, is there anything else that's pretty handy for that?
Power Sling Bag right here. Not only is this great for just stuffing whatever in, but it's actually a perfect fit for the Ally as well. So Ally is right behind us. That fits in there perfectly. There's room for a controller up here too. So it's just kind of a handy thing. If you were at FanFest last night, you might have walked away with one. So we're excited for everybody to get their hands on this.
Well, while you're just packing this all away for me in one of those so I can go home with that, thank you so much. But we're actually going to head over now to Charlie with the latest on the next installment of the Dragon's Dogma franchise.
The Dragon's Dogma community has been eagerly awaiting the newest expansion, Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen, since it was announced earlier this summer. Well, get ready, because it's time to check out the latest gameplay right from our stage. Joining me now, Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen producer Yoshiaki Hirabayashi and director Kento Kinoshita, along with interpreter Patrick Shields. Welcome to Gamescom, everyone.
Yeah, legal que do meio ali, ele vai dar tchauzinho, acenar, a cabeça vai junto.
Into the demo, and we're going to be focusing on this fallen dragon encounter we see here. So, why was this quest considered the one you wanted to show off, and why is the best way to showcase what players can experience in this new region?
今回遊んでもらう利害の竜のクエストはなぜデモ版に入れたくて入れたんですか？どのような体験をユーザーに提供したかったんでしょうか？
はい、今回ドラゴンズドグマ2ダークアリズンのノルガンの冒険においてプレイヤーが初めて出会う脅威のエネミーなので、それを体験していただきたくてこのシーンに切り出しています。
The Fallen Dragon is the first really powerful enemy that you're going to encounter in the new icy region of Norgin, so I just wanted to get straight to the point and let anyone who's trying out this demo discover just how tough it is.
Love that. Let's dive right in, and I want to pick up on the setting as we're going into the game as well. So you mentioned this like snow blanketed area as well. So when we see these mountains and this landscape that you've generated, what did the team want to create with this new region, and what impression did you want to make on players for the very first time? I mean, look at that.
このように美しく雪に包まれた雪の国ですけど、プレイヤーにどういう印象を与えたくて、どういうコンセプトがあってこのモチーフの地域にしたのでしょうか。
はい、本編とは違う新しい体験を皆さんに楽しんでいただきたくて、こういった本編にはなかった雪に包まれた大地で遊んでもらいたいと思って、そこをコンセプトにしました。
The concept was really something completely different from the base Dragon's Dogma 2 game. We've never seen such a frozen wasteland in the context of this game, and this icy region I thought would just completely refresh the Dragon's Dogma 2 experience in players' eyes.
Absolutely. Straight into the combat as well. There we go.
Que brutalidade. Isso, vai fazer combo aéreo do cara que tá deitado.
So what role do they play as the player explores this new region of Norgin?
Ele tava com lag, coitado. Ele deu um pulo e atacou quando ele tava vendo o cara voando ainda.
まず今回この今見えている砦に行きます。
So what we're doing right now is someone in the village settlement has asked us to go up to the fort that he just showed on the screen. There's some mysterious events going on, so we're going to go and check
Dragon's Dogma é da Capcom.
本はクエストの目的地に連れて行ってくれますし、戦闘でもプレイヤーのことをたくさんサポートしてくれます。
The pawns are going to support us in a variety of different ways, not just combat support and lending a helping hand with these enemies, but they're actually going to show us the way to the stronghold and guide us on our adventure.
Amazing. And they're imbuing your items as well. That's why we're glowing here, yes?
今炎に包まれているのはポーンがその炎属性をキャストしてくれたおかげです。
はい。ポーンがプレイヤーに炎のギフトをくれました。
Exactly. They've granted you the gift of fire just in time for the icy enemies.
Nice, perfect touch. Love that. Oh, there's also a new feature that's been added, right? A new way to initiate conversation and interactions with pawns.
今回新しく追加されている自分からポーンに指示できる要素があると聞いたんですけど、何なんでしょうか。
はい、命令を追加してまして、エクスプロアっていう探索をしなさいという命令だったり、近くに来てハイタッチをしようっていう命令が追加されています。
Yeah, we've added the explore command, which will command your pawns to check out the area and see if they can find anything. And also, for the first time, you can actually suggest to the pawn, let's do a high five. This is something that was previously only organic, but now you can make it happen yourself.
Can we make a high five happen? High five!
Muito importante isso daí, né?
They're right in the middle of the battle, so maybe I'll leave them to it and give
fine.
a moment.
You owe me a high five,
Com
though,
certeza,
okay?
a melhor coisa que tem na expansão. Poder fazer
Could you tell us a little
aqui.
bit more about the design philosophy as well behind these? I mean, these really unique combat encounters. We just saw that the environment when you walked through that pillar there landed on someone too. So it's a pretty unique way you can fight through this universe.
こういうつららですとか、雪の氷の国ならではのギミックもあると思うんですけど、その辺のデザインのフィロソフィーとコンセプトについて教えてください。
そうですね。本編になかったこの地形を使ったりギミックを使った体験を大事にして戦う以外の戦術としてこういった要素が楽しめるように作っています。このつららに敵を刺したりすることもできます。
Yeah, as you pointed out, things like these spiky ice spikes and icicles. I didn't want the frozen waste to just be a visual effect. It's really something that is part of the environment, and you can use these traps and gimmicks to fight enemies any way you wish. So it adds a certain extra level of strategic combat nuance that you couldn't find in the other regions.
Wonderful, I love that.
Essa mulher aqui minha, a que faz... É.
I think so. I wanted to actually tap in on something. I think when you open the chest, if my memory serves, yes, there we go. Spoils are a really important element when it comes to player's progression and adventure. So how does this experience compare with a traditional loot system?
従来通りの、宝箱を開けてルートをもらうシステムと今回の遺産品を入手して鑑定するシステムはどのような違いがあるのでしょうか。
今回この遺産品は戦闘の中で敵を倒しても手に入りますし、さっきみたいに探索でも手に入ることができます。
O que vocês estão falando de corredor? Eu não entendi o que vocês estão falando que é corredor aí.
And you can find relics in hidden treasure boxes, so there's a variety of ways to get them.
Sorry.
Que isso daí é o modo que eles estão fazendo, que vai ter na expansão, que vai ser de missões fechadas, né? Basicamente, mas o jogo original, ele é mundo aberto.
I see, fantastic. I also noticed as well, so many things just went on there, but I want to go back to when you were walking up the hill just then. The player was sort of shielding themselves from the weather. I'm assuming that's something that's unique to this area that we've not seen before.
Jogo linear, não tem muita exploração. Eu acho que na quest aí é só uma porrada mesmo. Isso daí é uma expansão, tá? O Dragon's Dogma normal é totalmente diferente disso. Pelo que eu tô vendo, eles estão colocando uns modos de jogo e tal, né? Diferenciado. Ele é RPG. O vídeo que eu fiz do Dragon's Dogma, eu enfrentei um grifo que nem era pra eu ver ele no começo do jogo. Ele apareceu, caiu em cima da comitiva. Eu tava acompanhando, aí eu fui lá de besta, fui lá no grifo, primeiro nível.
He's a menace. Tell him he's a menace.
Aí depois só nos comentários o pessoal dando risada na minha cara tentando matar um grifo no primeiro nível. Adivinha o que aconteceu, né? Ah, não fui bem. Bem caramba.
Also, am I right in saying that this is kind of a weird place to be encountering ghouls? Is this hinting at something else that's maybe wrong with the area?
このような設定にグールっていう敵がいるのはなんかちょっと違和感を感じますけど、それなんかヒントになってたりするんでしょうか？
そうですね。本来このノルガンという土地にはグールのような魔物はいなかったんです。でも村の小集落にいる NPC のドリたちからこの砦で異変が起きてるから調べてくれと言われてここに来ているので、その中で今グールに出会って何か異変が起きているという状況です。
Eu não sei, são alguns japoneses que têm essa mania de falar assim, eu não sei o que acontece.
We've never seen these kind of undead creatures, so we want you to go and investigate. And really, there shouldn't be ghouls up here in the icy wastes of Norgan, so we're going to have to find out what the source of this infestation is.
Absolutely, and the best way to figure that out is another new feature that you guys have added, which is 6 skill slots you have now, so 2 brand new ones. So why was that addition important for players in this update?
今探索と戦闘している間に、確かに武器のスキルが、4つから6つセットできるようになっている状況でのプレイなんですけど、なぜそういう風に仕様を変更したのでしょうか？
はい、ユーザーの皆さんからいろいろお声をいただいて、戦闘は楽しいんだけれども、もう少しカスタムスキルをセットしたいんだというご要望もたくさんいただいたので、カスタムスキルのセット数を4から6に増やしています。
The increase in the skill slots was really a response to player feedback. As you said, it was only 4 slots in the base game, and we heard from a lot of players that while they loved the combat action of the game, they just felt a little bit limited in terms of their toolset variety. So boosting that up to 6 slots, I think just gives you so many more options at a given time.
São ocidentais. Os japoneses têm os eventos deles lá. Aí vê quantos americanos tem na Tokyo Game Show.
ドラゴンドグマ2本体の方で体験することが可能です。
This isn't a DLC exclusive feature though. We're adding in the extra skill slots in the update which
Esses
we've
eventos
just
não são
announced this
exatamente
morning.
mundiais, eles são do país deles, da região deles. Tipo The Game Awards, é um evento dos Estados Unidos. Você entra, né, estúdio europeu, japonês, tal, entra. Mas boa parte do pessoal que vota lá é ocidental, é americano, das Américas. Dos Estados Unidos, mesmo, quase tudo. Tem que considerar essas coisas, sabe?
ファイターのスラッシュ&ボードの遊び方が好きなので、よくこのファイターを選んで遊んでいます。
I believe simple is best, so I stick to the fighter. You know, they call it sword and board gameplay, and that suits me perfectly, so I stick with the fighter usually.
Amazing.
Resenha sobre Onimusha, eu acho que não.
What's that?
Mas eu vou jogar.
The fallen dragon we saw at the
Eita,
beginning.
bugou! Bugou!
利害の竜という存在だったりするのでしょうか。
はい、このシーンの目玉となるボスバトルが始まります。
Yeah, this is the key centerpiece of this quest. It's the battle with the fallen dragon.
Bugou ao vivo, hein?
Really, how do I say this?
Tá tremendo ainda.
That's a really horrible-looking dragon, and I'm gonna guess the ghouls are connected to him in some way because he's spitting them up.
この不気味な要素からすると、おそらくグールの存在に関連している存在なんですね。まあ今まさしく喋ってる間に吐き出しましたし、
グールを吐き出してグールも迫ってき
Ó,
ますし、
sugestão para vocês terem diversão pra vida toda. Compra uma cascavel, planta cascavel e deixa do lado da tua mesa de trabalho, encostado na parede.
Question asked, question answered, and so they're going to add a little bit of extra spice to this boss battle. You're not just taking on this huge dragon, but you have this crowd of ghouls to try and manage as well. Yeah,
absolutely. And clearly, you can see from the screen right here, if anyone hasn't played any Dragon's Dogma gameplay, that health bar is pretty monstrous. So we know that this dragon is an immense threat to this region. So why was he the
Porque
best
a planta ela
one to
se
show off
mexe,
for this
ela
experience? Is it because he
sobe
was
as folhas,
big,
ela
mean, ugly,
levanta
and
de noite e
difficult, or was
abaixa
there
de
another
dia.
reason?
Só que ela vai fazendo isso devagarinho e fica fazendo crack, crack, crack. Eles estão trabalhando de boa, um barulho assim do lado.
そうですね、チャレンジングな内容もアピールできたらいいと思ってたんですけれども、いいと思ってるんですけれども、それ以上にこのノルガンのストーリーに対して重要
O cara que tá jogando ali, ele tá correndo o dragão, ele só dá um golpe. Ele tá deixando os camaradas dele lá pular nele. De certo são os japoneses cracudos que estão arrepiando o dragão lá. Opa, escalou nele.
He's crawling all over his head now. I mean, it's amazing gameplay. I absolutely love it, and it's so good to see a battle with a dragon because it's such a defining feature of the series. So, can you tell us some more maybe memorable moments we can expect from this combat encounter?
Pra quem não conhece o Dragon's Dogma, esses que estão jogando com ele é... Ah não, esses eu acho que são PC mesmo, né? Jogador mesmo. Mas dá pra você tipo... Ué, tem um corte? Você quer ao vivo isso? Só que você pode pegar os personagens dos outros jogadores, eles jogam como bot daí. Só que a inteligência artificial dos bots é bem alta. Realmente parece que você tá jogando com a patota aí. E também você disponibiliza o tempo pro pessoal pegar. É pau, né? Os peões. Esse nome que usa no jogo.
Oh no.
Companheiros não são NPCs, não. No mínimo são esses peões, que são os personagens de outros jogadores que você recruta.
Yeah, you quickly realize that even a beheading won't do it, and also the ghoul puking is back. So at this point, the player is thinking, how am I going to beat this thing?
Absolutely, 100%. He's lost an arm now
Vai demorar isso, hein?
I'm going to guess now's a really bad time to ask the pawns to high five, right?
A outra preocupada com os high five lá. Eles tocam aqui.
It's too dangerous.
はい、そして今壊した部位を再生しました。不死の竜なんです。
Well, it's kind of an undead dragon essentially,
Yeah,
so some of the parts that we've cut off are starting to regenerate as well, so it's pretty tough.
So does that mean you need to change up your strategy in fighting this, or is this maybe a lost battle to begin with?
もう戦略を変えるべきなのか、もはや諦めることなのでしょうか。
そうですね。物語を通してこのドラゴンを倒す方法を
O cara tá em cima do
探さなければなりません。
Through the course of the storyline, you're going to have to realize, taking on board that you couldn't beat it this first time, you need to find a way to slay this dragon, and that's going to be the centerpiece of the story.
Wow, okay. I mean, he's really put a nail in the coffin there. There's no way you're going to come back from that.
ですが、ここでもう一人キャラクターが登場します。
Well, just whenever we thought things were lost, we're going to find some support from a surprising source.
Ah, this mysterious woman. Am I allowed to know who this is?
この謎に包まれた女性の存在についてなんか
Hoje
教
que
えて
saiu
も
o
らえることは
trailer
あ
do
ります
GTA
か？
na Netflix? Sim!
どうぞ。ここからはこの女性がどういう風にこの竜と自分と関わるのかはぜひゲームプレイを通して楽しんでいただきたいんです。
Well, I would love to spill all the secrets right now, but I really want everyone to enjoy the game, so I'm going to leave it for you to find out when you get your hands on Dark Arisen.
Fair enough. I can't ask for anything more. So let's recap everything that we spoke about today. So there's new environments, new exploration mechanics, spoil system, narrative mysteries, but what do you think will surprise long-time Dragon Dogma fans most when they first set foot in this region?
今回新しいエリアや戦闘、コンバットでできることをいろいろ紹介してもらったと思うんですけど、ドラゴンズドグマの既存ファンが一番驚く新要素は何だと思いますか？
一番驚く新要素はいくつもあるんですけれども、ちょっと今日ご紹介したい内容としては今まで本編にもなかったんですけれども、このレリックを集めるために
Digitalização das mídias físicas, ainda não falei. Que eu tava falando na live quando falar sobre isso. Aí eu não vi ainda certinho como é que funciona o bagulho, tem que ver.
By a lot of the new features, but if I had to pick one, I would say that we showed you getting relics through combat and also through finding them in little parts of the map, but there's another way you can get them, which is in the settlement. There's actually a wolf who, if you befriend the wolf by feeding it, it'll bring you out into the world and discover relics for you. So it's a brand new companion and another way to find relics.
I love that. That sounds fantastic. Well, I have one final question before we go. We couldn't get to see a high five in the game, but can I maybe have a high five here today? Is that okay?
最後になかなかゲームではできなかったハイタッチをもうリアルでここでできませんか？
Amazing! High five! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, have an amazing Gamescom. Thank you so much for joining us today. And coming up next, the team from Infinity Ward stops by to talk Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4
Verei
and what we
por
can
meios
expect
não
from
naturais,
Vita.
eita.
And we also take a trip to the Call of Duty booth experience to find out what fans are getting their hands on throughout the show. But first, get out your whip sword. This is Son of Tanjai.
எங்கிருந்தாலும் வருவேன். உயிரோடு மட்டும் இரு.
Só cheirar comigo.
தப்பான இடத்துக்கு வந்துட்ட தம்பி.
Os caras estão usando um careca até agora. O povo não pode ver um careca, mano.
எப்படி சாக வேண்டும்? வலியில் துடித்தா வலி இல்லாமலா?
Uma chicotada aí, ó. E crash?
கடவுச்சொல். நீதான் இந்த கூட்டத்துக்கு தலைவன். வாங்கலடா.
Que prela? Eita, mas que prela de jogo é esse? Ah, ó, só Tanjai aí, tava falando.
என்னை காப்பாற்றுவதை விட்டால் உனக்கு வேறு வேலை இல்லையா?
Meio peculiar, hein?
அவனா வருவான்.
A tower filled with horrors.
Lá vem uns action RPG.
Heroes are dead. Echoes remain. All what you carry and what you leave behind. Each relic you discover was built by memory. Some of them are
Archeron.
Hi, I'm Min from
Tem
Bonfire
jeito, é
Studios.
difícil
We're super
acompanhar
excited
esses
to announce that
action
Archeron
RPG
is
assim,
coming to
só
consoles.
assistindo, né?
We've been
Entendi
playtesting as a
bobagem,
team for
porcaria
years.
nenhuma.
We've expanded it into PC, and now we're bringing our playtesting to Xbox. I'm here with Jeremy and Elliot, and we're going to talk to you about how much we love our game and why it's fun and different. So how would you describe Archeron to a friend?
I would describe it as like an isometric, ability-based, competitive PvP game.
Bang.
Use that one. There's more, right?
Yeah.
But if you just kind of get to the core of it, that's how I would describe it.
To someone who's never played the game before, how would we describe our combat?
Yeah, I would say the first thing is if you look at a screenshot or you watch a couple of videos of Archeron, you would guess how it plays, but you'd probably be wrong. I think the combat in general, it might look like an ARPG or something else like that, but it plays more like a shooter, which is why it's really perfect for a controller. I think that the combat itself is dynamic. The game sense really matters. Your combination, rotation of abilities really matter. Your aiming is very important, and then team play is super critical.
I think if players have a foundation in twin-stick shooters, I think they're going to feel right at home playing Archeron on controller. You know, the combat is you aim your attacks in front of your character model. There's no aim assist on anything, PC or controller.
Os
So
outros
accuracy really
jogadores
matters,
aí são
and
aliados
because
dele?
we're an item-based game, there are some items that'll give you like an aerial effect or skill shot ability, so that might remind you more of like a MOBA.
And that's where the magic, I think, unlocks is like when you actually start figuring out the movement, knowing what the items are, and then aiming. And that first time you do that Rinchi cleaver leap, and then you land on a player, it's like magic. So we've got these really cool characters in the game called Eternals. They give you access to these different playstyles. Can you tell us a little bit about what Eternals actually do in the game?
Yeah, so Eternals were kind of designed to be a synergistic gameplay scenarios because
Isso
we
é
have a loadout
MOBA,
system.
tem
You can
que
pick different items from different Eternals.
sair
When you
derrubando as
become a full
torrezinhas dos
Eternal,
outros.
each item is meant to pair well with the rest of the loadout.
You made a lot of these Eternals. Like, do you have a favorite child?
They're all my favorite. The Eternal that I love playing the most right now probably is Hollow. She's just always been a playstyle that I really liked. Using the wall to separate the enemy, it's super fun. Being able to root somebody with the Sneklin special ability and that be the initiator is awesome. Then you kind of sit back and kind of range people down and support your team a little bit more.
You can start that way, and I would definitely encourage people to start that way if they find something that they like. But man, at least me personally, I love shattered builds. 2-2, give me 2-2 all day. When you start memorizing what set bonuses are, you're like, infinite possibilities.
Yeah. We've got two different ways to play. Can you tell us a little bit about Spires?
Yeah, so Spires is an arena climb game mode, so it's 3v3. You get your items by purchasing them before you enter a best of 3 match, and you'll repeat that process. It's a super great way to learn items and get item familiarity and get repetitions with things that resonate.
I know, Elliot, you like Spires a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I like both game modes for different reasons, but I think Spires is a great way to kind of warm up to even get into
Turok,
Ascension. You know, like Jeremy said, this could be the nice way you start, and then you kind of graduate into that Ascension mode.
I think that's a good segue to jump into
Kingdom
Ascension.
3?
So, playing Spires, you're getting the reps, you're mastering combat. Now you've learned that, you're jumping into Ascension. What's happening in there?
Yeah, so if Spires is all about player agency and selecting what you want and getting familiar with it and getting reps with the things that you're into, Ascension starts you with nothing. And there's 45 other players, 15 teams of 3. You all start with nothing. You need to loot on each floor, find your items, build your loadout, synergize with your team, and at some point, the beacons will call. You're kind of just building tension. Every beacon fight feels like the final fight of another larger scale multiplayer match. The top one has the added tension. And all right, this is for all the marbles.
O pessoal mais estava esperando de vocês é o Turok, né? Call of Duty, quem tá esperando
that's
também.
just peak Archeron. It's just how charged you feel when you win 4 fights in a row is just pretty nuts. So we've told you a
Foi
lot
35
about how
minutos de
fun
PUBG que não
Ascension is
tava
to
na
play.
agenda.
Now we're going to show
Não
you
tava
the
na
final
agenda
fight
aquele
of an
PUBG.
Ascension match from
Foram
our
25
morning
minutos, na
playtest.
verdade. Ou 30. Não, 25 minutos foi quando eu vi, tá certo. E aí, Carlos?
Gotta back up.
No blow.
Toker's down. Got a Tilfer. I'm watching Tilfer's body.
And full healing. Right there.
Stranger Than Heaven. Qual vai ser o próximo rapper que eles vão colocar no jogo?
Nope. Healing. Oh, I got no heals.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
let's go.
Thank you so much for allowing us to share Archron with you today. The game's coming to Xbox very soon in our cross-platform closed beta. We hope you'll join us there, and if you're interested, go to our website for more information. See you in the tower.
Eram. Muito legal, não vou jogar.
Welcome to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 booth, where we've got 24
Call
demo
of Duty,
stations
foi só
where
falar dele.
players are getting the chance to go experience some thrilling 6v6 multiplayer matches. Weekend 1 of the open beta kicks off tomorrow, so we'll throw it to Benny, who is standing by with the team
Nada
from
compensou
Infinity
nesse trailer.
Ward
O
to tell us
Stuntman
all the
compensou.
juicy details.
So, fresh off
Stuntman
the early
vai
access beta
ter
weekend, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4
fase do
is on
Jurassic
the minds of many of us as one of the
Pô, se eles
biggest
fizerem
games
tudo com filme
of the
conhecido,
year.
assim, vai ser
And
do
here,
caramba o
with
jogo.
what fans can expect from the upcoming open beta, please welcome Infinity Ward's game technical designer, Jack Hoppus. Welcome.
How's it going? Good to see you, Benny.
How's Gamescom been going so far?
Dude, it's incredible. The booths are insane. It's sick to see players playing Modern Warfare here. It's been a great time so far.
Yeah, and I want to start off because I know Infinity Ward really find community feedback important. You've been really working on doing that in communication that you did a tweet earlier today as well. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately throughout both weekends of this open beta, what we're looking to do is find the most feedback and, you know, seeing what are pain points with players, but also what they're really resonating with. So we're doing a bunch of changes, fixing bugs, finding these pain points, these adjustments that we could be doing, and fixing them within beta weekend 1, but we also have a huge amount of changes for beta weekend 2. We're looking at touching everything from aim assist to movement to weapon balancing to spawns as well. We'll have a full list out at a later time, but we're really looking to hammer down these things for beta weekend 2 and ultimately up through launch. But it's been great. It's been exciting for us to hop in alongside the players, hop in kill block with them. We've got a lot of stuff for beta weekend 2 in terms of new content, Resurgence as well. There's going to be a huge amount of stuff for players to get into.
Yeah, I'm so excited. We'll get into a bit of this throughout this conversation as well. And yeah, make sure to keep sending your feedback because I know Infinity Ward have been loving getting that from players. But what surprised you about the beta from the closed weekend?
I mean, a lot of stuff, right? We got a lot of great feedback. I think what surprised us was, so we were doing COD Next, right? Yep. We were about to get on stage at COD Next, and I hear in my ear, they're like, the first nuke has been achieved. Like, I know. They already got nuke in the beta.
Cammy got it.
Yeah. And I was like, it's so sick. I saw the clip. It was incredible. Also seeing players really hop into the mobility course has been super sick. You know, we tried out a lot of different routes internally at the studio. We really hammered down on the mobility course as a way to test our new movement changes. And, you know, devs were staying up late. They were screen recording their screens and go back frame through frame on how they could best optimize it. And we thought we had a pretty good time, a pretty good route. And when the beta launched, we saw some of the routes that these players were taking and competing with each other. And it was incredible to see. You know, it was... we watched back through some of the routes themselves, and what was interesting is the routes themselves weren't super different than what we were internally doing at the studio, but the adjustments and the, you know, reloading, you're like, I already have to go down this ladder, let me reload while I'm falling, and then do a roll at the very end, or, you know, go through this section a little bit quicker by some clever jumps and some clever mantles was super surprising and fun for us to see in the beta. So it's been really fun seeing it online.
Yeah, I was obsessed. I was like trying to even knife switching, just make sure your melee is out, like shaving every little thing if you can.
Exactly.
What was your fastest time?
Oof.
I felt like throwing you under a bus. I was like, fastest time.
I think we got in the low 40 seconds, I want to say, but
we've
been seeing sometimes online that just, you know, we're like, how are you doing that? It's insane.
Now, we've obviously got the open beta just around the corner.
Yep.
What can fans expect from that? What new features and modes are players going to get?
A lot. So you're going to be able to play Resurgence for the first time in the beta. So it's been great. You'll be able to play our new Resurgence map, Zodiac.
Yep.
This is something that we have designed in partnership with Beanox, and we've been playtesting a bunch. We're super excited to get a bunch of early Warzone Resurgence feedback. We've been having a great time on this. Oh yeah, you see that?
This execution out of the sky. No more shooting people with pistols.
It looks rad, right? There's so many cool POIs on this map. We're super excited. We also have 2 new modes coming alongside Core MP. We've got Hijack. which is kind of this attack and defend tug-of-war style mode where you're fighting over this data spike in the middle of the map, trying to plant it on the enemy comm station and gain points for your team. We're super stoked with this. We built it with a competitive focus in mind. It's been getting sweaty at the studio. We're excited for players to get their hands on
Call of
it.
Duty vai sair no Game Pass, né?
They get competitive.
Right?
Everyone's shouting at each other from across the room. Now with this mode as well, I just saw it. He just like threw it into someone, like almost like a throwing knife as well.
Yeah, so you wield the spike, it actually takes up the spot of your lethal equipment, and you could either throw it onto the tower, the comms tower like you see right here, or you can walk it in. And if you're really in a pinch and you just need to get someone right away, you can throw it as a lethal, almost like a throwing knife, and bonk it off of them.
I can also see people throwing it across to each other's teammates, a bit like kind of like American football.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw in the clip maybe for a second there, you can actually shoot it out of the air as well. So if you're really clever and really quick on the sticks, you can actually snipe it out and block, playing almost defense for your team.
Oh, that's class. Another big thing that's changed gameplay with Modern Warfare 4, something new that we've seen, is Apex attachments. Can we talk a little bit more about those?
So Apex attachments are the final unlock in your weapon progression journey.
Eu vi que galera lá da Microsoft estava mudando as regras do Game Pass pro Call of Duty especificamente.
Kind of these RFID chips inside of the ammo that once you shoot a target, you can locate them through walls. Here you see the harpoon for one of our marksman rifles. You can see, what do we got here?
It's the M4 Hurricane, right?
Não sei se já tá em vigor.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. So we've got a bunch of,
Quantos litros de café eu tomo por dia? 700 ml.
These are the throwing knives on the side of the Oris. So if you're in a pinch or you're in these kind of close quarters combat, you can use these as a quick maneuver.
Eu tirei o da manhã.
For the PPSH, we've got a bunch of really sick Apex attachments to show off. And you want to know a little hack?
Yeah,
I'll show you a little hack.
I always love hacks.
Also, these are sick. Hack is you could actually, if you're playing gunfight, a bunch of our loadouts include the Apex attachments for the weapons. So if you want a sneak peek of them, just queue up some gunfight and you'll be able to play.
Give them a little go. Give them a go.
Turok ainda não passou.
Yeah, that's the hard thing, because like working way through, and like I really liked what the features.
Agora indo Call of Duty, de grande, tá faltando Stranger Than Heaven e Turok.
So we really wanted to streamline the weapon progression journey this time around and have it be incredibly satisfying where, hey, I already unlocked this attachment on my M4 and I'm leveling up a different rifle. Why do I need to unlock it again? We're just gonna let you skip that level and go right on to the next one, making, that first level up, unlock a bunch of attachments, and then progressive weapons down the line, you'll be skipping levels left and right.
Now, multiplayer is obviously such a huge part of Call of Duty, and Modern Warfare 4 is really trying to advance that. Can you tell us sort of more of the vision for Modern Warfare 4 and what innovations that we can expect?
Yeah, I mean, overall, our vision with multiplayer for this game was to make you feel like you are having the most fluid, grounded experience that you can in a Call of Duty game. With this means that we never want you to feel like you're stuck in an animation or you can't do something. We never want the game to tell you no, right? So you could see this in moments like our new mantling system. Previously, mantling used to kind of be this animation where you felt like you were lumbering over a surface. And now, you can mantle into a slide. You can mantle ADS. You can actually cancel your mantle as well, getting out of it early if you see something and you want to bail out of it early. So our philosophy with multiplayer this time around is to give you the most
Eu nunca joguei Call of Duty na minha vida.
Fluid, grounded, and really polished multiplayer experience that we've had to date. And a lot of that comes with feedback from the community, right? Like what we've been doing with the open beta, or with the early access beta last weekend and the open beta this weekend, is to really see what players love and what we can really polish upon for launch. So that's really been our guiding light, is following what we find to be as true and listening to the community as well.
Yeah, I think it goes back, like the community sending feedback, kind of making those changes, and also getting in the mobility course so you can like perfect that movement. It really does help.
Yeah. We built it as a way for ourselves to test the movement, but we were having so much fun with it that we wanted to get it in the players' hands.
It's such a fun thing to do because you like try to shave all those times off. But talking about the fun things to do, there's some players don't want to always play a competitive mode. What other fun stuff do we have coming for Modern Warfare 4?
Yeah, I mean, in the second weekend of the beta as well, we have our new ground war experience. This time it's called Combat Outpost, where you're fighting over these 3 key buildings in 2 POIs in Hajin, which is our big map where DMZ will take place. And you're fighting over these big outposts, and every time the more time you stay on the point, the stronger that your outpost is going to be. You're going to reinforce it, and eventually it's going to start off with these UAV radars,
né? Eles estão mudando bastante e tal, daí não pega nada, não.
And then if you progress long enough, you're actually going to get tanks, so you can push into the enemy
Se fosse gameplay corrido,
and gather
ia
more
pegar.
outposts for your team. This is super fun. It's this large-scale vehicular combat. They're going to be playing it on 2 POIs in the beta. It's
Ainda mais no Call of Duty, o balanço de câmera dele é
variety of gameplay to play on. It's super fun. You're fighting in these big open areas. You can see our kill streaks come in, have these big air shows combined with this vehicular combat, but also kind of, you know, in part with our close quarters combat while you're actually taking these outposts. So yeah, you can see here some of our kill streaks being called in. This has been a lot of fun. It's played on this large scale combat. It's been a great experience.
It's also, the map looks amazing because of course, super excited for the big map experience later on. And just this is the first opportunity people are going to have with that map, with Hajin. So it's great to see. Also, spawns.
Yeah.
I really want to touch on this because it's such an important part of Call of Duty and like your playing experience.
Yep.
Can you tell us the approach for that with Modern Warfare 4?
I mean, we've gotten a great amount of feedback from the beta, and it's clear that some of our spawns need tuning. So this varies from mode to mode, but what I can say is that we've been in there with you guys in the beta. We are looking at more than just the data. We're looking at the feedback. We're playtesting a bunch of the studio right now, and we've got fixes incoming for spawns, and it's definitely something at the very top of our priority list to work alongside the players, to feel it with you guys, be in the playtests, and it's something that I can tell you right now, we're definitely working as we speak at the studio to make sure that this is perfect, not only for beta weekend 2, but for launch as well. It's definitely something that we are going to continue to work on.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And I know you guys played out some time, you're saying we're playing early, played over 16 hours in a day already.
O trailer do Stuntman foi bom.
I just want to say a big thank you because obviously Modern Warfare 4 here has been making a huge splash.
It's great.
Like you can see all the fans like queuing up, playing, getting the experience, and
Hoje é dia dos
seeing what we have on offer. What's one thing as well that you're most excited about?
1 hora do Call of Duty aí, foi meia hora de PUBG no começo.
We got fun new maps coming in. We got Lithium, which is a new 6v6 map, which I love. I'm excited to welcome in more players into the beta itself. You know, we're gonna have a huge suite of players jumping alongside with us. Players will get to play the campaign again as well. That mission is incredible. It really sets the tone for the story and the cast of characters that we really want to show off. And honestly, just hopping in alongside with you guys, it's going to be, you know, we at the studio, we're hearing this feedback, we're gathering it all, but we're also playing alongside you guys, which has been great.
Yeah, I'm just determined to try and get a nuke at some point this weekend. Because like you said, Cammy dropped the first one during COD Next, which was insane.
It was insane, I'm telling you.
You got any tips? You got any tips on how players can go ahead and get that nuke?
I don't know, just be coordinated. Don't play too risky, you know, if you want to get that nuke, but I mean, we saw it at COD Next, we saw it way earlier than I thought we were going to see it.
It happens, it happens. I'm excited because like, obviously Ghost is going to be available with the beta weekend too. That might help with the UAVs, so I'm excited.
Yeah, they're going to reach 10 new levels as well. You're going to level up to level 30. New perks, new field upgrades, new equipment, new kill streaks, new stuff for player progression. So hit that level 30 as well, and there's a lot of fun stuff for you to play.
There's so much. You've got multiplayer, Resurgence, you've got the big map,
kill block, single player,
campaign.
Got a lot of stuff. Yep.
It's got to be the biggest beta ever. But Jack, honestly, thank you so much for coming and talking to us. Like, I really enjoyed it. I'm really excited for the weekend. And yeah, make sure you get involved as well. But yeah, thank you so much, Jack.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, today we've seen the future of gaming, from horror to racing, from sims to first-person shooters, and everything in between. And there is a ton to look forward to, including more than 15 titles available on Xbox Game Pass. Plus, with the biggest games coming to Xbox, like Minecraft Dungeons 2, Gears of War E-Day, EA Sports FC 27, NBA 2K 27, Fable, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6. No matter where or how you game, the best place to play is on Xbox. Now to a psychological survival horror game with a unique retro look and feel. Fight and survive against the ominous presence slowly consuming this 90s Polish town. This is Holston.
Wczoraj przyszedł faks. To jest głębsze niż ubojnia. Większe niż nowa trójca. Znów mu odjebało. Ktoś tu jest?
Halo?
W trójcy jedyny na przebłaganie.
Potem zaczęły się schody. Znaleźć Bartka i przekonać go, żeby porzucił swoje śledztwo.
Aproveitar pra jogar uma água na cara, que o Call of Duty lá foi intenso. Opa, esse tá com cara boa, hein? Esse daí tá com a cara melhor.
Musisz się z nim zobaczyć?
Cosplayer do Leon aí.
To, czego potrzebujemy i to, czego chcemy, to dwie różne rzeczy. Może chcesz go zobaczyć, ale tak naprawdę potrzebujesz, żeby zniknął.
Holski. Vou anotar no meu caderninho. Gostei.
Hello guys, today I'm excited to share a closer look at Tides of Annihilation through our first hands-on demo and the story trailer at Gamescom.
Agora todo mundo acordou aí no chat.
At the heart of Tides of Annihilation is our dual frontline battle system. Gwen does not fight alone. She can call on different knights, each with their own fighting style and role. In our first hands-on demo, players can try 5 knights in 8 different combinations. Each setup pairs a main knight with a sub-knight, and different pairings change how you fight.
Espere.
Try this. For example, Palamedes focuses on powerful charge attacks, while K, the Time Knight, can freeze enemies and control the pace of the battle. Together, they create a simple flow. Freeze an enemy, create an opening, then land a heavy strike. Other pairings offer longer combos, more mobility, more control, or bigger burst damage. Our goal is to let players find the combinations that fits them best.
Não tô entendendo porcaria nenhuma do jogo, tá parecendo Marvel Tocon lá que começa a dois a se bater e vai pulando um monte de gente na tela, não sabe nem quem tá batendo em quem.
Beyond combat, knights also play an important role in exploration. We wanted them to be helpful on Gwen's journey, not just tools you bring into a fight. For example, the archer can use a charge shot to break obstacles, ignite certain targets, and even create road paths in the air, helping Gwen reach places she
Ela tem uns
otherwise
stand lá que ela pode invocar, né? Vários deles.
These abilities makes exploration feel more active, while staying true to what makes each knight unique. And as players progress through the full game, they will discover more knights and more ways to use their abilities.
Ah não, é Astral Chain do Switch, que tem uma ideia bem parecida com essa. Só que ele não é bagunçado desse jeito.
While the knights are a big part of Tides of Annihilation, Gwen is still at the heart of the story. Our latest story trailer at the My Life shows an earlier side of her, before she becomes the fighter players meet in the game. At this point, Gwen has just been separated from her sister and thrown into a world consumed by the fog. She's not trying to save the world, she just wants to survive and find her sister. That changes when Guinevere tells her that she carries the power of King Arthur and may be able to command both the fog and the knights.
But if you wish to reclaim London, you must harness the fog.
E parece que tem por mulher com um pano de renda na cara, cobrindo os olhos.
Moment she decided to step forward. By the time players meet Gwen, she's already stronger and more determined. But her journey is only beginning. Gamescom demo, we wanted to show how modern London and the world of Avalon can exist side by side. The Grey Russell Museum is a good example. We start with a place that feels real and familiar, and then slowly bring fantasy into it.
Que a renda nos olhos relacionada à divindade. Tá bom. Divindade do lingerie.
As players move through the museum, they begin to see that change. Vines grow from the building, broken knight's armor fills the halls, and the world of myths starts to take over. We also expanded areas like Chinese, Egyptian, and Japanese galleries, while keeping the identity of each space. Later, places like the Book of the Dead, Folded Realm, and Reflection, the Grey Russell Museum takes player much further into the fantasy side of the world. What ties it all together is what we call apocalyptic romance. A world where modern London meets ancient legend, and where destruction can still feel beautiful and full of wonder. Gwen's journey is only beginning. We can't wait for you, our players, to experience it. So I will say, see you at the tides.
What's this do?
No, because it
Hey.
blew up, not the tower.
Oh, no.
Ih, velho, faz trailer do streamer dando risada assim, ó. Já vi tudo.
Should we put the big things on first and make it easily climbable? You are?
There is also a hover pack over
E
here.
aí, Detoner, boa tarde.
This is insane teamwork. It's good, isn't it?
Later, guys. If that reaches zero, it collapses.
I can't roll.
You just free that.
Ah, mas sei lá, na demonstração do gameplay ali do Tides of Annihilation, eu não gostei muito não, viu? Os trailers estavam bem mais legais.
I want the bat, but not like as hot as...
It bounced back.
Oh my god!
Oh, back in time.
Guys, we built a tower. Oh no! No, 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 no! Move on over, Aladdin. Bit like that, innit?
Mais
There are so
qualquer
many
coisa.
incredible games on the horizon, and with so many titles coming to Xbox Game Pass, it's only fitting to bring fans into the world of Game Pass with an interactive quest and one giant green button. The big green button here transforms the Xbox booth into an interactive quest, powered by Xbox Game Pass. Attendees collect digital stamps by playing games, taking part in activities, and exploring partner activities around
Quero saber porque a Sony não foi na Gamescom, não tem jogo.
Additional opportunities to win
A
prizes,
Sony, são bem poucos eventos que ela tá participando.
Game Pass swag, and partner rewards. The experience celebrates discovery,
Também não tem
play,
jogo.
and of course, the Xbox community. Of the many, many prizes that lucky fans can win include LG TVs, GeForce RTX 5080 GPUs, and this SteelSeries Arctis Nova 5X wireless headset. So, let's see who's up. Have you got your code ready to scan? Let's see what happens. Well done, you. Did you have fun on your quest?
Yeah.
Good. Ooh, here's all the things we could be looking at as well. Loading on your quest. And when it lights up, hit that button. Beautiful. Way! A charge kit for the Series S!
Não é mais da pilha ainda! Não é mais da pilha ainda! Agora é da bateria! Parabéns, meu querido!
Ah, that's cute. Aside from winning
Dona da
prizes, fans
bateria.
here have access to tons of demo stations at the booth, getting their hands on latest titles from studios all across the globe, including Turok Origins. With more on the latest from the franchise, let's throw it over to Charlie and Henry.
That's right, Bex, because one of gaming's most
As coisas estão saindo de controle, agora tem dois deles.
For its new generation.
Absolutely, and here to talk Turok Origins with us is Game Director Jesus Iglesias and Chief Creative Officer Tim Willits with a look at new gameplay, new abilities, and the next chapter in this legendary franchise. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome to Gamescom.
O Turok vai vir caprichado hoje, hein?
It's been awesome.
Vai ser só trailerzinho, não. Devs conversando. Os devs que tiveram lá no primeiro Turok, pelo visto.
Yes, we've brought you brand new footage of Turok Origins, our new brand new game in this legendary franchise set in the canon and timeline of all the original games.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to get a look at that.
Yeah, amazing. Let's get this rolling. I want to hear all about it. I'm going to kick things off by telling you right now, Tim, I do have a fear of dinosaurs, so if I hide at any point during this, I'm sure I'll be fine. You've done it's pretty nice cuddly dinosaurs you've done, right? Yeah.
They're not very cuddly, are they?
A kissing dinosaur.
Velberan merece uma camisa de alcalina ou cueca. Não, velho, eu já tenho que tomar lítio. Já virei pilha.
Looking very modern, but I did see immediately at the start you swapped from first person to third person and back.
Yeah, right. This is something that we wanted to introduce in the game. Cool. We know that the game is a first person shooter originally, but a lot of people like to play in third person view and see his own character. Our characters are amazing, they look amazing, and so we wanted to show the people their characters if they wanted to play on third person.
Yeah.
O Turok ele era a primeira pessoa, né?
Between first and third, immediately.
Já teve algum terceira pessoa assim?
Pushing a button at any moment.
Amazing. Nice. There you go. And the best thing about moving between those as well is it's worth noting that these weapons look
Dino Crisis que a galera queria, será?
What final weapons are we going to have in our arsenal?
Oh, that was just the cerebral bar, wasn't it?
Esses bichos aí tão esquisitos, eles parecem que não tem olho.
That one.
That's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
You had one of them done the other day, didn't you?
Shut up, Henry. What other weapons? Are
Sim,
there any other
estamos com
iconic
carbonato
ones?
de
Bringing back a lot of weapons from the classics. I mean, Cerebral Bore is one, but we also have the fusion cannon that the fans will recognize.
Yeah.
And,
the Scorpion.
The Scorpion missile launcher.
Beautiful.
Mag 60, a lot of weapons from the past.
Cool.
But we also include new weapons. And,
that was absolutely minging, by the way.
What happened?
É gameplay, não é corrida, é todo picado.
Like so many finishers.
Aí a parte tá em primeira pessoa. Será que depende da arma que pega ou pode escolher?
Maybe I'll get over my fear.
Yeah, you get your revenge now.
I just need to murder more of them and then I'm there. Fancy that.
But before that finisher, I also saw the player character kind of like went like this and a bunch of spikes came out. So what's going on there?
Those are the echoes.
Dá pra alternar entre primeira e terceira pessoa. Legal,
I mean, every character features a bio suit that allows him to extract resources from the environment and then synthesize in abilities that you can use at any time.
Cool. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it really adds a different dynamic to the combat. It's not just guns and melee. You have all these cool abilities.
Nice.
Oh, fascinating. And are there anything else aside from dinosaurs that we're going to be fighting?
Of course, not only dinosaurs, but something that is more terrifying, that are modified dinosaurs.
Oh, worse dinosaurs.
Yes.
Okay, maybe
dinossauros modificados também.
Dinosaurs with rocket launchers attached to the backs.
What's wrong with you two?
So the Xenias that are our enemies.
Oh, I see. Okay.
These guys.
Those guys.
Oh, okay, right. Good to put a name to a face. They don't look good.
No.
They have their weapons, but they also transform
Vem humandinos também.
Dinosaurs to damages.
That was a cool
okay.
attack.
That's cool.
That was a cool attack.
I like
that was
that.
one of the echoes sense.
Oh, nice. I also saw before we dropped into this area, there were like these bulbs, like plants that you could destroy, and it kind of opened up the environment. So, did your team kind of work?
Nossa, Blue Wolf ainda lembra o evento de sofá da Sony. Caramba, mano.
Yes, I mean, as you see, there are plants in different colors. Those plants you extract the DNA.
Isso daí foi na E3 ainda, quando a E3 existia.
Resources like shield, ammo, or also resources to improve your gear as you progress in the progression system.
Cool.
We have a lot of weapons, but we have like 250 modifiers for those weapons.
Nos dinossauros humanizados aí, eles podem ser interessantes para fatores gameplay, mas
I like the idea of you guys having
louco
like
com
a
a
whiteboard in the
temática
office
do
and
jogo,
just
né?
coming up with really weird ways to modify weapons. They're going, oh, Tim, I've
Tava
got a good
pensando,
one
pô,
today.
talvez
I've got
seja
rocket launcher with another
jogo
rocket
legal
launcher
aí
on.
pros
But no, it does something else stupid as well.
saudosistas, viúvas do Dino Crisis, mas...
There you go, perfect.
Ei, pensei que ele ia enfiar no bicho.
Finisher, which is a very important
É o
part of the
jurei.
game.
Olha isso
The
aqui.
original games,
Pera
they
aí.
were really gory.
Desculpa.
Stupid. There you go.
Olha
perfect.
isso.
Oh, that's exact.
Olha isso.
There you go. Just does something stupid. There you go, perfect. I can work.
Oh,
Caramba, perdeu uma oportunidade aí, hein?
Finisher, which is a very important part of the game.
Yeah.
The original games, they were really gory, but we have gone a step forward, and we have introduced like 200 unique finishers that you can perform with different melee weapons like this that you see right now.
That's sick. I've also seen that the Xenia as well. There are different kind of I suppose enemy types for them as well, because some of them have like
much more
guns.
tactical.
Yeah.
Yes, which adds a
Olha,
really good dynamic.
vendo assim, pra mim me parece um bom jogo de ação, mas...
But then you also have the Xenia that can dodge and cover and flank you. So it adds a much more dynamic to the combat.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
And I've got to ask, what are primal forms as well when we
Eu
come to
esperava
Turok
mais
Origins? What do they
dinossauro.
do?
The primal forms are the classes.
Okay.
What you typically identify as a class, but in this game they are connected.
Como o jogo
with
não
the
tá parecendo
Native
coisa ruim, não.
American
Tá parecendo
culture,
bem legal.
which is very important on the lore of the franchise. So every class corresponds with an animal: raven, cougar, and bison. And each one has different abilities, of course. And
Do you have a preference, Jesus? Which one would you be?
I'm very aggressive cougar, which is the specialist
He is
on
definitely
weapons.
a cougar. That's true.
Yes. Yes.
Tim, are you a cougar?
No.
Dinossaurão aí.
No, I'm more of a raven guy. I'm small.
Nice. Okay, lovely. No further questions, Your Honor. Absolutely dug me that as. Honest to God.
Okay, what's going on here?
Yeah, what's this?
Can I just say also, the game looks beautiful.
Oh my goodness,
I
yeah.
love the foliage, the density. It looks so cool.
What this guy got was what we call the essence of his class. That is kind of ultimate ability that is also related to the class.
Cool.
Bem que tava aparecendo mesmo, foi muito pra esses bichinhos aí. Os humanoides.
Yes. So one of the earlier missions, you have to prove that you're a
deu
true
uma
Turok
brochada.
warrior. And then you can pick, your spirit at your class.
Yeah, okay.
Oi, opa, vamos ver.
Yeah, here it comes. Okay, but that's not a normal dinosaur.
No,
That's
absolutely not.
That's got a lot of extra accessories going on. What's the
Dinossauro
story
with
with that?
lasers.
That's one of those that I told you, the Xenia's
Pô,
modifier.
assim eu não acho ruim não, viu?
So, this is the
Dinossauro com lança-míssil, lasers, caramba.
Very powerful one. Is the
Melhor do que
first
aqueles
one that you are
humanoides.
going to encounter among many others in the other missions.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of abilities. They have different faces that you have to
Fosse pra colocar uns humanoides doidos aí que fosse montado nos dinossauros, pô. Quer ver dinossauro, quer ver aquelas porcaria lá não?
And mini bosses. This is let's say one of the biggest.
Oh,
We
okay.
have,
Aí, ó.
we have mini bosses and we have medium bosses.
Maneiro. Ele deu uma de Kenshiro ali, rasgou a camisa pra ativar o poder,
Like a
foi isso?
Goldilocks situation of which mini boss I'm comfortable with.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe you and I mean, I'm guessing there's multiplayer as well, of course. So maybe Charlie and I can help each other out.
Yeah.
Get her over her fear of dinosaurs, right?
Oh, look at all the plants and
Essa parte melhorou.
So one of the great things that the team has done
Olha
with
lá, ó.
Turok is you
Colocou
can
o modo
play it
Kenshiro.
solo, offline, by yourself. If you're like me, you have no friends, you can play by
No,
yourself.
Tim, I'd play with you.
Hey.
But
now.
if you're like Jesus and you have some friends, you can play with one friend, with two friends. It's the same game, and but we just want to give players that option.
Absolutely. And I think people are going to have options for plenty of friends, because I know there are some really long-time fans of the Turok franchise. So what can fans of the
Tem
originals
gente que
expect
pelo
when
jeito
it
nunca
comes to
jogou
nostalgic
Turok.
moments?
Cara, eu joguei
One of
uns
the
10
things that we
minutos de
have done
Turok,
talking
passei mal.
about playing solo and playing co-op is that the experiences are loyal to the original games. When you play solo, you play a campaign solo mode. You don't play with bots.
Yep.
And when you play co-op, you play with friends. But the experiences are
Vai ter
different.
GTA hoje, o GTA do YouTube que dá pra streamar é só 10 horas da noite. Eu não vou mostrar o da Netflix, não.
So some of the things that we mentioned earlier that original Turok fans will enjoy is like weapons, like the Super you know, and there's some other, I don't want to give it away, but some other Easter eggs and some other fun connections to the lore for the hardcore fans.
Wow. Okay then. Well, I think. Oh, go on.
An important thing is that you can play solo offline, disconnected.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Love
When
that.
the Wi-Fi goes down in my house, I'm good. I've got Turok. I'm
Still
good.
going. Absolutely no problems. Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. This has been a fascinating week, and I know it's a really, really busy Gamescom for you. So thank you for spending some time with us.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Wonderful.
Vou dar pra jogar desplugado.
You can wishlist Turok Origins now, and if you're here at Gamescom, swing by the Xbox booth for a chance to play the game. But up next, we're jumping into the fantasy sandbox that is Albion Online. The newest expansion is upon us, and we're celebrating with a cheeky little walkthrough of new gameplay. Henry, let's take a look.
Discover an ancient realm above the clouds of Albion. Upon entering, alone or with a party of up to 20 players, you will find yourself on one of many islands scattered on the outskirts of the map. The goal? Fight your way to the bosses in the middle, guarding valuable loot. The islands are interconnected through ley lines, to activate which, you will need a keystone. Your party makes quick work of the keepers guarding it. Now you can progress further inward. But be careful. There will be other players who will be matched to compete for the very same treasure. Pay attention to the ley lines opening in order to anticipate the movement of your opponents. Even if some of your team get knocked down, unlike other areas, they can't be executed immediately. Instead, even one last remaining player can revive the group. And so, the adventure continues. The final challenge of this map, a ferocious drake. The fight wasn't easy, but the rewards are worth it. Among the regular loot, you can also find a new kind of map, activating which will lead your party of 20 players into an entirely new raid
Pô, essa daí
dungeon.
tava na programação.
Battling numerous keeper and dashborn enemies, and finally, make it into the lair. Here, the biggest and most difficult PvE challenge in Albion awaits your group. Will you make it past fire and brimstone to secure the ultimate reward?
31 de agosto, tá chegando
In
aí.
May, we gave you an in-depth look at the world, the characters, and the story of this very next title. Stranger Than Heaven is a brand new action
Aê, chegou o joguinho da
coming
SEGA.
January 15th, 2027 from RGG Studio, who are renowned for their ability to craft deeply human stories with thrilling action and some pretty juicy combat. A big
Qual vai
thank
ser o
you to
rapper que eu vou
producer
anunciar dessa vez?
Sakamoto and interpreter Mai who are joining me for a live gameplay presentation, but also to tell us all about this very ambitious title. First though, Sakamoto-san, can you give us an overview of Stranger Than Heaven?
では続いてはストレンジャーザンハブのライムゲームプレイです、本作はスリリングなアクションとコンバット、そして人間ドラマを描くことで知られる RGG スタジオが送る完全新作のアクションアドベンチャーゲームです、リリースは
Ele com uma
2027年1
cara
月
de... Você não
15
assistiu
日の予定
nossa
です。
live de 1 hora, não?
本作について語っていただくためにプロデューサーの坂本博之さんと通訳のラプシュ舞さんにお越しいただきました、まずは坂本さん、ゲームの概要を教えていただけますか。
はい、ストレンジャーザンヘブンは、日本人とアメリカ人の、血を引く大東誠という男の物語になっています。
Você viu que o cara falou, dá um overview do jogo, a mulher ficou falando uns 5 minutos ali pra traduzir o que ele falou.
身寄りのない大東誠が日本に渡ってその 新たな居場所を求めて、旅するところからこの物語が動き始めます。でやっぱりこういろんな差別を受けて日本にやってきたものの、やっぱすごくそこでも生きていくことがすごい苦しい、環境の中、それでもこうがむしゃらに生きていって、いろんなこの
Sony não tá na Gamescom mesmo? Passou uma guria ali com uma sacola do Wolverine?
才能だったりとか、そういった部分がこう積み重なってですね、約
Se eu não vi, será
50年にわた
Marvel's
る
Wolverine, né?
この人生を描いたゲームがこのストレンジャーズ・アンヘブンになります。
Thank you. Stranger Than Heaven follows the story of the protagonist Makoto Daito. He's an outcast of mixed origins, of Japanese and American origins, and he's faced with discrimination in the early 1900s US. He has no family to rely on, and he flees to Japan because he hopes to find a place to belong there in Japan. But he finds himself having to use extreme violence to survive, and on the other hand, he discovers his musical talent to thrive, and you will be able to show this aspect of the showbiz as well, and his whole life spanning across 5 immersive cities and 50 turbulent years of Japanese history between 1915 and 1965.
Wow, it sounds like a really quite enthralling and captivating story to be able to play through, and many of RGG's previous titles are quite known for showing depictions of more modern Japan. So what was it like to have the chance to take people back to an era like 1915 and other mid-century eras? How did that influence as well the combat design of Stranger Than Heaven?
すごく面白いセッティングですね。RGG スタジオの過去作がこう現代をとてもリアルに描くことでも有名ですけれども、今回は1915年というこう歴史を遡って、プレイヤーを、過去に連れていくという体験がされましたけれども、これは、コンバットデザインにもどんなような
Eu
影
acho que
響を
ela
与え
tá
ましたか？
falando bem mais
ま
do que
ず
devia.
正直
acho.
ここまで5つの時代と5つの都市でこう50年の歴史をこうゲームの中に作るっていうのは本当に大変だったんですけども、しっかりこうリサーチだったりとか、いろんなこの歴史観を本当にこう体験してもらうために、いろんなリサーチを重ねながらこのゲームをこう積み上げたみたいなところがあるんですけども、やっぱりこれぐらいのスケールのゲームってなかなかないと思うので、この舞台を選んだ、この時代を描いたっていったところはすごい大きなスケールのゲームになるっていったところにすごく興奮したことをまず覚えています。でコンバットデザインもですね、やっぱりこの主人公が50年歩む中でですね、プレイヤーもこう操作することで主人公の大東誠とこうシンクロするような、なんかそういう体験をちょっと味わってほしいなと思って、本当にこう一から作り上げたんですけれども、主人公が年取るに従ってこうプレイヤーが例えばこうなんでしょうね、こうナイフを使い続けるとナイフマスターのようなこう能力、そういうこうスキルが身についていったりとか、その50年っていうゲームの尺に合わせてゲームコンバットシステムもうまく連動したようなゲームに、しています。
So to be honest, the difficulty was on a whole different level than all the titles we realized before, because this time we had to spend over a time of 50 years, so we were depicting 5 different areas, and we had to conduct research, a lot of historical and cultural facts, and we had to create all the necessary assets from scratch, so there was nothing which we can build upon. But I also remember feeling very excited about this fact because everything was new, and we knew that we would be able to create a very unique game, one that lets players really experience the whole protagonist's life over a large scale and large time span. And this is also depicted in the combat design. We focused on creating the most visceral and most intuitive combat design so far. So to combine that with the protagonist's abilities, they evolve over time, and also the skills of you as a player evolve over time. I think we managed to truly create an engaging experience. So, for example, if you start using a knife in the beginning, it might feel, you might get used to it, but your knife proficiency increases over the time, and you will be able to unlock special abilities too. And when, you will evolve and mature together with Daito Makoto, the protagonist.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like it's a journey you'll take together with Makoto-san. Well, I'm really excited to see what you have brought, but why don't you tell us a bit more about the demo that you've actually brought for us?
じゃあこう主人公と一緒にプレイヤーも成熟していくという感じですね。面白そうですね。今日はどんな、デモを持ってきていただいたんですか？
はい、それが7は今回このゲームスコムで初めてこう一般向けのプレイヤー
eles passa em 50 anos, né? Ele vai dando saltos temporais, cada salto vai mostrar o protagonista de uma forma. Eles falaram muito do sistema de combate, que ele vai ser meio diferenciado, que cada botão aqui de cima vai ser um braço dele, membro dele, para bater. Só que a principal mecânica do jogo não vai ser o combate, vai ser a música. O jogo ele tem uma forte ligação com música que eles não falaram ainda. Eles falaram lá na outra live do jogo.
小倉と呉と南のこの3つだけ、ちょっと触りなんですけれども、なんかその舞台もちょっと味わってもらえるような、そういったデモ構成になっています。
So, Stranger Than Heaven is playable at the Gamescom to the public for the first time. Nice. With a demo focusing on the innovative combat system this time, where you can independently play the left-hand side and the right-hand side of Makoto Daito's body. And we'll showcase that in a minute. Throughout 3 of the 5 expensive cities and eras, you will also experience them in the full version. So, namely Kokura, Kure, and Minami.
Okay, nice. Well, let's go. Let's see what we got.
早速始めてみましょう。
はい。
So we're starting off. Well, where are we starting off? Can you give us a bit of context on what you're dropping us into straight away?
Vamos ver se desenvolvedor sabe jogar mesmo.
はい。まず最初は1915年の小倉という舞台から始めていきます。で、この小倉という舞台はですね、物語の中でも当時は本当に日本でも最大級のこの工業都市で、いろんなこの労働者に揉まれながら大東がどうやってこの先この国で生きていこうかみたいな、そういったきっかけの時間軸だったりします。
So we start off with 1915 in Kokura, where the protagonist Makoto Daito arrives from the US, and he's struggling to survive as an outsider in this new environment for himself. And Kokura is really an industrial town, said to be home of one of the world's largest foundries. So it's bursting with the passion of hard-working workers and theory workers. And he tries to find his way here.
Also, is that the same?
Ah, ele tá fazendo cosplay do personagem.
Same. Really nice.
Oh wow, straight away.
はい、バトルが始まりましたけど。
So the battle started already.
Yeah, I love that you saw everyone else just clear out.
Círculo, essa bolinha em cima dele é a barra de vida, que coisa esquisita.
Feels like a very a classic Japanese film style.
Eu odiei isso, sério.
日本の映画を思い出すような。
Very cinematic.
とてもシネマチック、映画的ですね。
はい。この新しい操作、本当にこの右左好きなように組み合わせて自分でコンボができるってとこがすごく新しい要素になっています。
So it's a completely new combat style where you can freely combine combos using your left and right half.
Oh, Sperry!
ガードも右左こういう風に左右にできるんですけど。
And equally you can also guard differently, independently, left hand and right hand side.
これをタイミングよくやるとパリになって今みたいに。
Parece que o desenvolvedor ficou muito feliz de ter acertado parry na demonstração. Oxe, podia ter dado fatality ali.
I already see what you mean when you say visceral. The combat feels like there's a nice weight to when you land a hit as well.
すごい没入感してすごい正直にいろんな動きが伝わるっていうのが分かります、ね。
そうですね。左右思った通り押すとこういう技が出るっていうのはものすごく直感的になるので。最初はもちろん慣れはいるんですけども、これが慣れてくると本当に今までのボタンと違ったような
a barra de vida ela ficou muito invasiva.
So it's really intuitive. Like you would punch with your right hand if you press the red button, and it maybe needs a bit of time to get used to this new feeling, but then it's really immersive and really intuitive.
Nice. Whoa.
じゃあまずは
Destroyed.
はいじゃあ次のはい
Podemos usar 3 oitão? Não sei.
っていうステージになります
And we dive on to Kure. It's the next
No
stage.
Yakuza tem uns trabucos de vez em quando lá, só que é quando você acha, né? E acabou as balas e acabou.
これは時代も少し
はい時代もクレも先ほど1915年だったんですけれども、まあ、クレは1929年、で
We were in 1915 and Kokura, and now it's 1929.
Nice. So maybe now we'll also see, like you were saying, that sort of refinement of his technique with fighting will be a little different now as well.
ちょっと大東誠の戦いの技術も熟練してきたという。
そうですね見た目もやっぱりこう変わって、まあクレになるとまたこう違った環境下でこう大東誠がどう生きていくかみたいなところに変わって時代の移り変わりも。
Exactly. You can also see the time has changed on his face and on his appearance.
Yeah, the fashion is different.
ファッションも違いますよね。And also the whole setting, it looks like a different era already.
More industrialized area. Yeah.
もっと工業化が進んでる
そうですね。
感じですね。
武器も先ほど素手だったんですけど、こういう両手を持った武器だったりとか、
O Guilherme falou que você devia abrir um restaurante, amor.
武器だったりとか、全て12種類ぐらい武器の種類があるので、それをこうどう選んで改造していくかというか、それでも能力が変わったり。
Scooby-Doo, minha ideia não.
There's also changes in terms of the weapons.
Quando chegou na noite já tava daquele jeito.
Between 12
Não tem
different
nada a ver com
weapons,
isso.
and either they are used by one hand with the right hand or with both hands. So also the maturity and the skill level of how to use the weapons, they will progress.
Amazing. Why is this guy so enormous though? He's absolutely.
なんでこんなに巨大な敵なんですかね。この人
敵もすごいこれぐらい大きいボス敵みたいなキャラクターもいろんなバリエーションがあるので、バトルも本当にこうしっかり遊べるような、設計になっています。
Yeah, so there are lots of different enemies, also like boss style enemies already in these, and so it's also exciting to play against different strong enemies.
Yeah, I also see that the boss, he's got like a smaller cutlass, but he's also still able to hit with his fist as well. Is that something that Makoto can also do?
Eles fizeram combate bem mais simplificado do que tem nos Yakuza do Kiryu.
左手はちょっと怪我してるけどまだ右手で刀を振り
E é bem
回
mais
せるよう
simplificado.
に見えますけども、大東誠も同じように片手でいろいろ
そうですできます。
攻撃できたり。
今は両手武器なんでこう両手を使ったこう操作がこう左右独立でこう違う攻撃が出るんですけど。
Yeah, right now he's holding a weapon which has to be used with both hands, but of course there are also weapons where he can only use one hand and the other hand is free to guard or to punch or whatever.
Very cool. And then also the way that you're using, well, the weapon that you have, I suppose it's understanding which end is for which hand, knowing this is maybe better for quicker, this is better for power attacking maybe. Is that kind of how it works?
あと武器によっては
No time
どっ
certo,
ち
ele
サイドを
melhora
左手で持っ
o
てどっちサイ
o
ドを
dano,
右
né?
手で持つ
Assim,
か
só.
とか、どっちがより強い攻撃ができてどっちでガードできるかとか、そういうのも最後
基本的に片手武器は右に持って
Do Kiryu
左手
tem
はこう
outros
素手
estilos
攻
e é
撃なん
mais
ですけ
rápido.
ど、まあ武器は武器の強さがあるんですけど、まあ素手は素手の強さみたいな、まあそういう組み合わせをこう自由にプレイヤーが考えてこう攻撃を選べるみたいなところが、すごい自由度のあるコンボ設計ができるっていうのがすごい売りだと思います。
So the combo design is really quite flexible. So especially when you use one-hand weapons, which you will hold in your right hand, you can still decide, okay, how do I want to use this weapon? What do I want to do with the left hand? Do I want to punch? Do I want to hold a different weapon? So it's really very creative also. In that.
Wow, the fashion is real nice now. Yeah.
ファッションもすごいかっ
Oh
こいい
my
です。
god, he looks so good. Also, it's now raining. I wonder, the combat already seems quite deep. Before it was snowing
Rob, você tá muito
in the
engraçadinho.
previous era, now it's raining. Does that also have an effect at all on any of the combat?
今雨が降ってますよね。その前も雪が降ってるシーンがありましたけども、これもまたコンバットスタイルに何か影響するんですか？
コンバットスタイルというよりか天候が変わることによって街の住民たちの様子が人通りが減ったりお店が閉まったりとかこの舞台に対して影響が出る要素があります。また天候だけじゃなくてこの時間帯昼だったり夜だったりその夜にしかいないような強敵だったり、この辺りはすごい一つの舞台にとってもいろんなこの探索要素があります。
It doesn't necessarily affect the combat style, but the whole setting. So if it's raining heavily, there will be less people on the street, or shops will be closed, etc. So not only weather, but also when you get more advanced, you can also choose at what time of the day you want the play to be staged. So if it's at night, then also there will be less people or different people walking around.
That's fascinating. This guy, he's smaller, but I have a feeling he's going to be tougher.
この人さっきの敵よりも小さいですけども小柄な割には結構タフな
かなり凶悪なこの敵なんですけどもこれもこういうボス敵のようなものも本当に物語にいっぱい出てきてこの1対1のこの緊迫したこの戦いみたいなものもすごい楽しんでもらえると思います。
Yes, this guy is really a tough enemy. He's small, but nevertheless, it's not easy to win against him. But you will have a lot of those kinds of boss enemies, and you will be able to explore a lot of ways to combat them.
I saw as well there was the chance
Ele com esse
with a prompt
facão
where
em
you
cima
could use both
do
triggers.
outro, nem rolou
Can you explain a bit more about how that happens?
あと両方のトリガーを使えるよっていうプロンプトが今入ってましたけど、それについても説明してもらえますか？
敵の記録みたいなものがありまして、それを削るとですね、今みたいにチャンスな時間帯が生まれます。そこで両方押すことで。強い攻撃が出せるみたいなそういう設計になっています。
So there's an energy level of the enemies, and if this proceeds, there is the possibility to trigger with both sides of the buttons and attack him in the right moment.
Oh, nice, nice. Now, I know that the story, obviously, it does follow Makoto, and it does seem to be so far painting a bit more of a serious tone than we've perhaps seen in previous RPG games, but I do still love that kind of zaniness and some of the weird, wide side activities that we can do. Will there be some of that in Stranger Than Heaven as well? Whoa!
今回のタイトルは結構シリアスでダークなトーンだなというふうに感じるんですけども、その過去作のちょっと奇抜なサイドゲームとかサイドクエストとかがあったり、そういうところも好きだったんですけども、そういうのを今回の本作で見られますか？
いろんなキャラクターが出てきたサイドストーリーだったりもちろん入ってはいるんですけれども、やっぱりこの過去の日本を舞台にしたサイドストーリーだったりするので、なんか今まですごく奇抜なコンテンツだった部分からは、少しシリアスなトーンが多めなところもありますね。ただ
Esse jogo se passa no universo do Yakuza e pelo que a gente viu na outra live lá da SEGA, do jogo, né, que eles fizeram uma apresentação bem longa, a gente vai ver a fundação de alguns dos clãs que tem no Yakuza aí nesse jogo. O Todo é um deles.
Experience a lot of other side quests and a lot of characters, but in total this is a story about the past and rough times, so the tone is rather rough and dark.
Well, it looks
não confirmaram, mas tem cara de que ele vai ser tipo uma prequela da lore do Yakuza, não exatamente do Kiryu e tudo mais, né? Mas do universo.
So, thank you for showing us that. Is there anything else that you can maybe tell us about the game that's only going to make sense after I've played it?
tá tomando um saque para recuperar energia? Eu acho que sim.
すごくかっこいいゲームになっていましたし、もうデザインもすごいし、
Eu achei o combate extremamente longo, lento. Arrastado, não dá pro jogo ter combate aleatório na rua, assim como normalmente tem, não. Muito longo.
このストレンジャーザンヘブンって一人の男の
Todos
50年の
todas as
人生を
lutas
こう
que
描いた
que fez, tá certo que o cara
ゲームな
tava
の
jogando
で
mais devagar pra
これ
mostrar
だけのこの
os
スケール
combates,
の
né? Mas
ド
mesmo
ラマっ
assim.
ていうのはなかなかないと思います。で今回デモでは本当にそのコンバットの新しい要素をこうピックアップして楽しんでもらえるっていうデモだったりするんですけど、やっぱりこう本筋はその一人の男生涯を描いたこのナラティブゲームをきっとこう味わってもらって本当に新しいドラマ体験ができると思うので、そこを一番期待してほしいですね。あとはそのまだまだ音楽を使ったショービズの要素とかもこのバックに遊べる要素として、いろんな楽曲も用意してますので、そこをこう含めて、魅力を感じてもらえれば、すごく嬉しいと思います。
So as far as I'm aware of, I think there are not many games that span the whole life of one single man.
Yeah.
So this is, in that sense, a really epic drama you can experience. This time with the demo, we just picked up 3 different stages, 3 different cities, to showcase also and to show you what it feels like, what it looked like. But of course, really this epic drama you will only experience by playing through. So I hope you will be able to experience and are looking forward. Also, it's not just a new combat system, but also a big part goes into music. So the whole showbiz element we have not shown yet, but you'll be able to create your own music and like those showbiz element will be shown. So yeah, I hope you will be able to enjoy and check it out.
Me falaram que era a mecânica principal do jogo.
Can I get one of the jackets?
すごいかっこいいのであえて聞きますけど、これってもらえますか？どこかで。
いやまだねこれしかないんでいずれ皆さん買えるようにもちょっと考えたいと思います。
Unfortunately, right now it's not available yet, but we are thinking of ways to get it through to the public as well.
Sakamoto-san, thank you once again for joining us. Remember, you guys can get your hands on Stranger Than Heaven when it releases on January 15th, 2027. But now, to Milizione.
Ah, pensei que eles iam falar da música. Ah, porcaria. Dreamcast.
Where do you think you're going? You're not allowed to leave this town. Everyone knows no one is going to help you escape. And if I hear a single complaint about your behavior, this uniform forces me to see the worst in people. All you do is destroy, steal, and lie. Every single day, I hope I'll be proven wrong. Yet somehow, everyone ends up the same.
Não, pior que eu achei que o cara gigante aí era só um efeito do trailer, mas não, ele é do jogo mesmo.
Over the last 2 days, we've had the privilege to feature over 40 games.
Charlie, over 40 games made by some incredible teams from all around the world, and they're all coming to Xbox.
Plus, with 13 games coming to Xbox Game Pass.
E foi ele que fechou a apresentação ainda.
Your library's about to get real full.
So, whether you're hyped for Minecraft Dungeons 2 or the Xbox console exclusive Gears of War E-Day.
Maybe it's EA Sports FC 27. Maybe it's Fable, NBA 2K27 too.
Modern Warfare 4 or
Vixe, a moça que se
Grand
entusiasma
Theft
com
Auto
os carros.
6. No matter how you play it, the best place to play the biggest games is on Xbox.
And finally, make sure to check out the Xbox On YouTube channel to view and share some of the segments that you might have missed.
So, until next time, thanks for joining us. This is Xbox at Gamescom 2026.
Bye! Falou! Nossa, olha tanta gente, velho. Tá bombando mesmo o evento lá, hein? Caralho. Isso que é dia de semana. Então tá, acabaram as apresentações do Xbox para Gamescom. né? Não sei se vai ter mais algum evento. Ainda hoje vai ter o GTA 16 horas para Netflix e 22 horas para os pobres. Vocês querem que eu entre para fazer live no horário dos pobres? Que eu não vou transmitir na hora da Netflix. Gente, eles não liberaram. Né? Eu não vou ficar só com a minha cara aqui e não mostrar as imagens. Não vou não, tenho meu orgulho. Se quiser às 10 horas eu venho. Serve? Faz live, mas faz outra coisa. Falaram que liberaram React sim. Então, não é... Liberaram React das imagens? Das imagens que estão na Netflix? Na hora que tá exclusivo da Netflix? Sim, eu vou fazer React sem saber de nada. No máximo as coisas que o pessoal botar no Twitter, né? Daí não tem jeito. Eu não boto minha mão no fogo pela Netflix, não, viu? Assim, o pessoal vai arriscar, beleza, boa sorte. Eu não vou. Pelo que eu vi, não, só a reação em si. Então, isso que estão falando, que liberaram só mostrar a cara. Isso daí nem precisa de autorização da Netflix pra fazer? Eu não sei se vai dar, tá? Como eu falei, quem quiser arriscar, arrisca. Eu duvido muito que não vai dar merda de streamar as imagens antes das 10 horas. Eu duvido e muito. Depois das 10 horas vai estar liberada e GG, né? Mas até as 10 horas eu duvido e muito que não vai dar ruim. A Netflix não dá flag, ela derruba. Ela não permite, ela derruba. Flag nesse caso é o D-, você só não vai monetizar. Derruba e se pá ainda mete strike. Então tá, 10 horas, toma aí. São 26 minutos? Não é nem o tempo de um episódio do Cobra Kai. Velberan faz o react e perde o canal, bem isso. Então tá, 10 horas a gente tá de volta aí, beleza? Beijinho no coração de vocês. Vou ficando por aqui, nos vemos no próximo vídeo. Falou! Ó, eu não vou assistir o trailer, hein? Vou deixar pra assistir com vocês. Falou!